You know what? It was Emilio's turn yesterday. Why don't you introduce us, Roy?
Hello and welcome to the Quagsire PRs with Ben,
Hello.
Emilio,
Hi.
and the Brit. Hi. We are going to be looking over these teams.
He likes beans on toast.
I do not like beans on toast. Fuck you, that's slander.
I like
But
beans
Emilio
on
likes
toast.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, I
No,
like
beans on toast is
tacos.
gross.
No, beans on toast
So
with
Taco
some
Bell,
bacon
you
is
like
fucking
Taco Bell.
fire, man.
Oh, that's including
Who's the
bacon.
real-
I don't like beans. Beans taste gross.
I like
Anyway,
black beans. I'm Mexican.
This is why the roof roll was 3 hours. We get sidetracked a lot.
Yeah.
We are here to look over the Quagsire team this week.
Yeah.
This is the division that me and Ben are in. Emilio won it last season, so that says the quality. You can make your own judgments for that.
Fuck, baby! I'm emoting right now.
We are judging
Still
these
think Soda
on.
through, by the way.
What was that say?
I still think Soda through.
We're judging these on the. Oh, Soda definitely through. Emilio gave him a good you know what? You can work that out, kids.
Anyways.
Yeah, he did. That's why he won. Anyway, we are judging these teams on essential roles, breaking power, support, and problem solving.
We'll get into that right when we show the first team. I will explain them again, but let's get into it.
Let's get it going. Yeah, the Wooper PRs lasted about 3 hours, so you know, let's try and.
Number 18 is some random Minecrafter, and for all of you guys, first of all, these teams are. These teams are
I'm sorry.
not ranked on how good we think they can be. They are ranked on how good they are on paper. So, what do we mean by how good they are on paper? First of all, essential roles. What are essential roles? Does your team have every typing filled up? How many weaknesses does your team have? What are the speed tiers of your team? And what are the hazards and removal of your team?
Every important type, by the way. We're not going to knock you if you don't have a fucking bug type.
Yeah. We don't knock, there's some typings we don't knock you for, like ice or bug or rock, because these are just not important types for a draft.
We might knock you, though, if you have 4 ice, 3 bug, 3 rock.
might. Yeah, we might.
Yeah.
We might knock you for that
breaking power is pretty self-explanatory. It's just how good does the team break. Support is also very self-explanatory. What supporting tools does this team have, and how good does this team use them?
Sorry.
And then there's problem solving. Problem solving is the one a lot of people confuse a lot, but it's basically how versatile is your team. How many problems can your Pokemon solve in prep?
How many different sets can they run?
Yeah.
How many different sets can they run? How versatile is the Mon, is the draft?
Exactly.
So on and so forth.
And
just to clarify again, as someone who's prepped for these teams, these are only on paper, not how good the team actually is.
Yeah, because this team, while being 18th, this team will pick up some wins just because it's a very good offensive team. But let's get into it. The essential rules are 8-2.
Yeah, as someone who's faced this team, it's better than it looks on paper, and it's a lot harder to prep for than you would think at first.
This team?
Yeah, I thought this team.
So this team has some important typings they're missing. First of all, they're missing a normal type, and they are missing a dark type, which is just ghost spam is free into this team. Nothing switches into a ghost type move.
Picture is fucking.
Yeah, that's where the Terras have to come in. The Terras on this team are Frostmoth and Titan, which can both technically go Terra normal, but they would rather go something else.
To be fair, Frostmoth with Terra Dark or Terra Normal would actually answer Spectria.
Yeah. And something that's also very interesting, this team has some huge weaknesses because of how it is built. We have 4 ice types, 3 bug types, and 3 rock types.
Oh, look. This team has to run boots every week. It's insane.
Yeah. This team does not have a grass type or a flying type. And although they have 3 bug types, they only have 1 Pokemon that resists ground.
Yeah, which is a Frostmoth.
Yeah.
They also are very weak to water. They have 1 Mon that is immune to water.
And that's
Fire kind of just cleanses through. fighting is very free because their only fighting resist is a Galvantula.
Exactly.
Their rock resist
I've never
is
seen
also a golem, and
I don't
they're
think I've ever
basically
seen
very
a
weak to
team
steel.
steel. I've never seen a team so weak to steel.
Yeah, this team
Same.
is insanely weak to steel, with the only resists being Galvantula, Scizor, and the Volcanion. The Volcanion is one of the big glue factors because if we take out the Volcanion, this team is even more weak to fire, and this team will fucking implode against steel types. So this team
And water
has some very, very glaring issues, as you can see. That's the speed tiers. We can look at them. They are pretty fine. We have 110, 109, 108, 95, 86, 73, 70, 65, 65, 45. Where are the gripes
Just missing
here?
something higher than 110.
Yeah, something higher than 110 would be good. Something between 100 and 105 is always good to have.
Agreed.
Then we get into
The hazards are good.
yeah, we get into the hazards. The hazards are pretty
fine.
good. We have the Yancy, who does not the Mega one does not like to run hazards that much, but it can. Glamora is obviously one of the best hazard setters in the game because it passively sets T-spikes if it gets hit by a physical move. And Golem has rocks as well, but it's just Golem. It's not going to come that often.
No. Unless they face Ogerpon Cornerstone, I guess.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's terrible. Handball.
And then we get into the removal where we have 3 defoggers, where only one will viably run defog a lot, and that's Scizor. Because Volcanion would rather run different stuff, especially on this team. And
especially AZ. It really loves AZ on this team.
Yeah.
And wants to break.
And Frostmoth
no,
also
you can run AZ break.
Not like to run.
No, that's what I'm saying.
that
No, I'm
much.
saying, yeah, I'm saying, no, I know, but I'm saying, like, you know.
Yeah, but this
It can.
This is why the essential rolls are as low as they are. But we get into the next big point, which is the breaking power, which in this team is actually pretty fucking great.
I think we underrated it.
Yes, but
I thought we faced the team. But
yes,
yeah.
but you also have to consider that a lot of the offensive power is from the same typings. That's why it's not higher than 7.5.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like,
obviously
Titan's really fucking scary.
Yeah,
I mean,
we obviously
really
have
fucking
Mega
scary.
Yancy, who has 116 both attack stats. Then physically we have Darm Galar with Gorilla Tactics, or the other ability, Zen Mode, yeah, which are both viable. So Titan with Belly Drum, Volcanion can run physical sets, although it will probably not on this team. Scizor, great physical attack, and even Golem has 120 attack, so it's not to be underrated as an attacker, although its 45 space speed will probably stop it from doing that most of the time. Especially we have Glamora, Volcanion, Frostmoth, and Mega Diancie again. Plus we have like 9-tail sets with Nasty Plot that are viable. Galvantula's Thunders are more likely to hit because of the ability.
Dies, baby.
Yeah. So this team is pretty strong offensively.
Support.
Support is a big
It's
gripe
mostly
against this team again.
It's honestly, we might have slightly underrated, but only slightly, because Galvantula, Alona Ninetales, and Glamora do support the team, but otherwise there isn't any really. It's those three really, because Heal Bell is not being run on Mega Diancie, and honestly, you're probably not running Heal Bell on Alona Ninetales a lot of the time. You're mostly running Aurora Fail, Encore, Bat and Pass.
Freeze Dry.
Yeah, so how my mind worked for this, I gave 3 points for the hazard support because it's very fucking good. And then 1.5 points for Aurora Veil, which just comes with a snow team automatically.
I would give it, I will say this, I would give it 0.5 for the Galvantula because T-Wave support and Sticky Web support do help this team.
Yeah, but
I
count sticky webs towards the hazard.
The hazards. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's fair.
And Ninetales will support the team a lot considering there's fucking 4 ice types, but yeah.
And then we get to problem
No,
solving.
This is definitely a gimmick team.
Yeah. Problem solving, well...
I didn't know any better. This would look like a penis team.
Yeah, this looks like a penis team. Mega Diancie obviously is a very versatile mon in the sense that it can run both attack stats very fine. It can run max physical attack to burst you down with Diamond Storms, or max special attack to burst you down with Moonblasts and such. And Ninetales has support sets and offensive sets. Galvantula will either be offensive or Sticky Whip. There's not a lot. It does differently. And the same with Darm. It runs Scarf Band or the Belly Drum substitute set for Zen Mode. Then Glamora has a little more variety in the offensive sets: Meteor Beam, Rock Polish, just Specs, Scarf, Hazard Lead, even a Removal
Even Rock
Lead.
Polish.
I did mention Rock Polish.
What I will say as someone who's prepped for this team already in face of week one, without spoiling, is while it is probably the worst team on paper, there's definitely teams that will be worse than this. And also, it has a clear plan. Like, it has a gimmick that it wants to do. And if he executes it well, which I think he does, from what I've seen, it is going to get wins. Like, he has a clear plan. It has massive weaknesses as a team, but he has a clear plan. Like, there is a clear strategy to this team.
Exactly.
It's so funny because now that Roy's played this team, he's like talking like, all nice and stuff. But if we recorded these before week one, he would have been shitting on it.
Oh, no, I would have been nicer because I'm not going to shit on the team I'm about to face and then get absolutely thrashed, am I? Come on, Amelia, I'm not stupid.
Then we have Satitan, who is mostly going to run Belly Drum. With Terra, it can run some defensive sets, which are viable then. But it's mostly going to be the offensive Slush Rush Belly Drum set. Volcanion is pretty versatile. Scizor is pretty versatile. Frostmoth is just Frostmoth. I don't rate them on a lot.
It's Quiver Dance.
It's a lot where's Volcarona. Golem's Golem's here for lead sets, probably.
Golem's just Golem.
I will say this is probably me coping. We still got a few minutes before the timer runs out. Frostmoth can be a Spadef. Oh, we don't. Okay, I was going to say Frostmoth can be a Spadef answer with Terra. All right, there we go.
It can, yes, because Ice Scales exists, but...
yeah, that's pushing it.
That's pushing it, yeah. But we will now get on to team number 17, which is Swaggery, who I played week one.
Oh, yeah.
Not Intel Miners. That's good.
I don't know, Pig Butt tastes pretty damn good.
Let's get into essential rules. So this team has typing-wise almost everything filled out, except for normal, which for this team, it would like a normal type because your only dark type is Urshifu Single Strike. And Ghost Spam is very viable into you because a lot of Ghost Pokemon will carry Fighting or Fairy-type moves. And if they carry a Fairy-type move, Urshifu will pop.
Like Mimikyu?
Yep.
I Mimikyu.
Then we get into the speed tiers, which are 111, 106, 100, 97, 85, 85, 66, 50, and 30. The only, you would probably want one more mon that is faster than Thundurus, and one mon between 85 and 66 somewhere.
Yeah. Hazards on this team are kind of a little weak.
Yeah.
They're weak.
Hazards are very weak on this team. You have to use 2 low-tier Pokemon to get up rocks, and only Tentacruel gets Toxic Spikes, and you don't have Spikes at all. And the removal...
I would also advise that their 2 Rockmons are also their 2 Terramons.
Yes, it's Pillow-Swine and Ludon Terra.
They're also Eviolite-mons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we get into the removal, which is only Thundurus and Tentacruel. Tentacruel likes run Rapid Spin. Thundurus would rather run different moves than Defog, but it can run Defog.
It can, but you're getting, by running Defog, you're getting rid of his best offensive setup set.
Yeah. I will comment on one thing as well. They do have really good pivoting.
Yeah, but we get into that during support. Breaking power now though. This team's breaking power is obviously going to be high because there's a Urshifu Single Strike, and to that you add Thundurus and Enamorous, and then a Rillaboom. Plus, Duraludon still has 120 special attack, and Skeledirge is always a threat.
Scary with Torch Song, yeah.
So yeah, the team's offensive capabilities are very strong.
I will name one as well. Pillow-Swine with Terra is shockingly strong.
Yeah, it's like 100 base attack, and if you Terra into a ground type, Earthquakes will hurt. But yeah, there's not much more to talk about. Like, this breaking is just pretty fucking great. Like,
It's
Urshifu,
pretty just like,
yeah, like
standard, but it's like it's good.
yeah, like Urshifu and Rillaboom will handle most physical threats, and you can even run
And
like
then
the
the
Contra in Amber sets if you wanted to, or
then the
Defiant
Genie-
Thunderous.
The genies will mostly handle the special side,
Yeah.
which they can do like pretty like easy,
Yeah, if they fail, there's still a Duraludon with 120 or Skeledirge, and even Slowbro's
Exactly.
future sites hurt you.
Honestly, Slowbro Trick Room mode is quite good going into support because there is a Trick Room mode here.
Yeah,
It's not great, but it is a Trick Room mode.
the Trick Room mode is Slowbro or Pillow Smile, which isn't great. Here's another reason why this support isn't necessarily high, because like Skeledirge and Slowbro, obviously they have their own recovery, but the other Pokemon like Pillowswine and Duraludon, they appreciate, and Tentacool, they all appreciate a Wish Passer, which you don't have here.
Yeah.
The best you have is Healing Wish, and really, do you want a Healing Wish Enamorus into Piloswine and Duraludon? No.
Probably not, yeah. And you have 3 knockoffers, which all can run knockoff. Same with like out of your 4 taunters, only 3 will run taunt really. The pivoting support is pretty good because you have 4 pivoting Mons, which will almost always run their pivoting move anyways.
5. It doesn't show flip turn.
Oh, right. Tentacool gets flip turn, yeah.
Tentacool. No, so the pivoting's even better. I'd probably rate the support a little higher.
Yeah, maybe like with the flip turn Tentacool, it's a 5.
So.
But
like you still really would like a Wish Passer. Like Heal Bell would be pretty cool as well.
Yeah, like if we look at the team, it doesn't have a dedicated support mon. Like you see the team, you know, okay, these are defensive mons, these are offensive mons. Like there's no dedicated support mon.
Yeah, Heal Bell would be nice. You don't want to get toxic on like your unaware fucking Skeledirge and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then we get into problem solving, where Enamorus and Thunders are very versatile Pokemon. But then we get into the rest of the team, and most of them will do the same things they always do.
Yeah.
Tentacool is going to be a defensive spinner that can disrupt a little bit with spin, toxic spikes, and can pivot for you. Urshifu is Urshifu. Okay. It has its 3 sets that work. Duraludon and Piloswine will always be Eviolite, so they are kind of forced into either a defensive role, or in Duraludon's case, it can still run offensive better than Piloswine. Rillaboom has some options, like there's the fake out set, like the Subseed is technically there, but we'll probably not run it that much. Skeledirge is a little more versatile again, because you have the Torch Song set, the Willow Hex set, the Flame Charge set, the just annoying defensive sets. Like there's a lot of stuff Skeledirge can do, and same for Slowbro. Like it has offensive sets with Trick Room, or like the defensive sets it likes to run. Even AV Slowbro is good.
Pretty nice. Well,
yeah.
It's like middle of the road. It's like, you know,
yeah,
it's fine.
This team can work. Like Slowbro, especially especially teleport, just getting certain mons in, like Urshifu Single Strike, is really good.
Yeah, and this team is better than its ranking suggests. It's just that the ranking is like taken down a little by obviously the almost non-existence of great support, and like the hazards are very awful on this team.
They're weak.
But this team will do a lot of work.
Yeah, it already beat Ben.
Spoiler warning.
They did it. To be fair, I'll spoil something in a minute. Me and Ben both lost to the bottom 2 teams, by the way, week 1.
So don't let any of these rankings discourage you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just suck. All the other teams are good, and we're just badness.
Yeah. Last
time I played in CPL, you just wallowed in self-pity because you were losing all the time. Yeah, that sounds like Pate.
Yeah, that was directed to Pate Pick. Anyways, Ashante, let's get into the essential roles. You only have 1 elemental type. You only have a water type. You don't have fire, electric, or grass. Which is a choice.
And they really could do with a fire type here.
Yeah, probably. But the big thing is you don't have a single Pokemon that resists water.
Yep.
You have one resistance to fire.
Ogre's going crazy on this team. Hold on.
Yeah, exactly. You have one resistance to fire. You have one immunity to ground, which is only Skarmory, which is still a good immunity, but it's not good that it's your only immunity or resist. Yeah. There's
I
some
will say this
issues.
as someone who placed a team last season that had their only ground type of Skarmory, that is very easy to get around and break through with certain mons and certain ground types. But the ground type in question I used is not done for this season.
Yeah.
They have 3 normal types as well, but really only Silvally is not a normal type. Silvally is going to be their water type, basically.
Silvally for this team is the glue Pokemon, I would say. Because Silvally holds all of this team together.
Oh, I forget Silvally gets a parting shot.
There's Silvally also is basically that Silvally and Grafaiai are their terrors?
Yes, Silvally Grafaiai.
Yeah, okay. Silvally is an interesting terror. I love Silvally, but I don't think I'd ever terror it personally. But I think with the amount of weakness types they're missing on this team, it probably works.
Yeah.
It's kind of needed.
Yeah. Speed tiers are pretty fine. We have 130, 120, 110, 100, 95, 95. And then we have a big drop to 70. That's the gap. And
in 80, but yeah.
One Pokemon at 80 would be, like 80 or 85 would be good.
Mm.
And then hazard setting is amazing. Hazard removal is ass.
Yeah, this is definitely a team of going like, right, I'm going to set hazards, you remove them, I ain't fucking doing shit.
Yeah. Then we get into the breaking power of this team, and the breaking power is pretty interesting on this team because we have one physical attacker that is good, and two special attackers that are good.
2 unburdened sweepers.
Yeah.
Sylveon is Silvally kind of with Terra normal multi-attack might do some work, but that's going to need Terra and set up properly.
Yeah. The big problem is that you only have one Pokemon on the physical side that hits hard out of the bat, which is Sneasler, and you have 2 for the special side. Everything else needs set up in some way to be useful. Like, even though Swampert has like 110 attacks, and with Tinglu, they will mostly be defensive, so they will not abuse that attack stat that much.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah, it's just like you could have probably like taken Mawile, Lanoon, and Grafaiai, and take them together and make something else out of them. Because
I like the Grafaiai.
I don't hate the Grafaiai because of Unburden. I don't hate Grafaiai. I actually see the vision.
I see the vision as well.
Also, I will say this: Linoon Galar is much more threatening than it seems, and I'm not just saying that. He beat my ass one.
He lost to
him. He lost to it. Wasn't it also by Ashante?
Yeah, it was by Ashante.
It was by Ashante. Yeah. I'm not disrespecting Linoon Galar ever again. I learned my lesson.
Let's get into support.
As
we see, we have a shit ton of taunters, and a lot of hazards, and some Pokemon that like 4 Pokemon, 5 Pokemon with momentum. Although,
I would say this is the most parting shot I've ever seen on one team.
Yeah. But you don't have a wish Pokemon. You have aromatherapy only on Lele.
Oh jeez.
You only have 2.
Considering how bulky this team is too, it really would like a wish passer for like Tinglu and Swampert.
Yeah, because the only Pokemon with reliable recovery on this team is Skarmory.
Roost.
Yep.
So, Silvally doesn't get recovery.
Yeah, it
does. Silvally got Roost for some reason.
So this team, like, although it has like a lot of disruption with Taunt and it has some hazard support, which some of the mons can abuse good with the momentum, all other support moves are kind of not there because, like, for screens, you gotta use Lele. And who the fuck uses screens Lele?
I'd run it if I had no other option.
Yeah, if I had literally no other options, I'll tell you what team I'd run it on. I'd run it on an E4 team. I don't think I'd ever run it on this team.
Yeah. And then we
You
get
wrote it
into
on
the
Zach.
last part, which is problem solving. This is probably the best part out of this team, because there's a lot of differences in sets the Pokemon have. Because, for example, Sneasler has Scarf of Choice Band with Poison Touch, Unburden Sweeper. Grafia is very versatile with Prankster or
Sneasler,
Unburden.
I'll say this, and you forgot my favourite Sneasler set.
Oh man,
Poison Touch Choice Bands with Diaclaw just a hacks way out of victory.
I was about to say Power Herb Dig is your favorite set.
Second
my
favourite. It won me a semi. Hi Nate, hope you're watching.
Yeah, but then we get into like the other monsters. Linoon is probably gonna not do a lot most of games. Tapu Lele is pretty versatile in the sense it can be it has Iron Defense, it has Calm Mind, it has the support moves with screens, Aromatherapy. It can just be straight up offensive. It can be Scarf. It can be Specs. This is probably most, and Silvally, obviously. Silvally is the problem-solving Pokemon of all time for draft that do not include Arceus.
Yeah, as someone who's used Silvally a lot and is a big Silvally fanboy, it can do a lot. But I will say this: Silvally is a lot better offensively, especially now it got multi-attack boosted in Gen 8. It's a lot better offensively as a first Pokemon than defensively. Defensively, it's a bit but offensively, it can actually do work.
Yeah,
Like hypothetical.
and then we get into Skarmory. Skarmory, you know what it's gonna do. Stomper has some variation in its sets. It can run Choice Band on Choice Scarf, actually viably, which it might actually do on this team, considering how dire the offense sometimes looks. And then there's Mawile, which is just a mascot pick, and Tinglu, who will also do Tinglu things most of the time.
No, put a choice band on it. You got a mini Mega Mawile.
I will say this about the team. I personally, I'm not that much of a fan of it, but Ashanti will make it work because they're quite creative.
Yeah, Shantae is pretty creative, so the team will pick up some wins definitely. It's just on how easy the wins are to get.
Yeah.
But that leads us to number 15, which is Terminal.
Terminal.
I'm not driving to Boston if I don't have to. I've dealt with enough of their spaghetti roads.
Yeah, fuck Boston.
This is actually something I don't know. I think Terminal paid Med up once. I'm not quite sure though.
I'm not sure.
Because Paid lives somewhere close to Boston and Terminal drove up there once, but I don't know if they met or not.
Their terrors their terrors on this team. It's Renew Nicholas and Carcol, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love Carcol and Reuniclus. I love Reuniclus. Oh my god, I love Reuniclus.
I do love Terror Nicholas. Carcol, I have thoughts on.
Come on, you're gonna upset
It's a 1-pointer.
You're gonna upset Sully.
Let's get into the team
I
though first.
like it, but I only like it as a third one. I don't like it as the second one.
So, on the team's essential roles, we don't have a normal type, and we don't have a dark type, which means Ghost Spam is obviously very viable into this team, and you would have to run Terra Normal on your Carcol or Reuniclus, or Terra Dark.
Or Terra Dark.
Then we don't have an electric type, which is not that bad, but as you can see, this team is very weak to fire in the sense that you have to bring Carcol with Flash Fire or have Toxapex resisted. And then we have like some big weaknesses to Ghost, as you can see, like no switch into Ghost. For Rock, there are 2 switch-ins, which are pretty good, but it's mostly Ghost Spam is so fucking strong against this team.
Arc is crazy on this team.
Yeah. And then we get into the speed tiers, which are also a big thing. We have 121, 105, 87, 60, 50, 50, 35, 30, 29.
There is some massive gaps.
87 60.
Yes. So we have some massive gaps. First of all, 121 to 105, you would like to have a 110 Pokemon. And you don't have a 90 to 95 Pokemon. You don't have a Pokemon between 87 and 60. And most of your team is pretty slow, which I get it, you're going for more of a Trick Room mode on this team, but you still need Speedy Mons once the Trick Room is down.
Even then, like, aren't the best Trick Room abusers on this. Like, Reuniclus is a Trick Room abuser. Aegis / me sometimes. Depending on
Aromatisse
the
needs
matchup.
setup for it.
This is just weak, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, if you had, like, something crazy, like a Rhyperior, like Terra Rhyperior would be pretty cool
Yeah.
offensively. Trick Room. Or you can go, if you want a high tier mon, I don't know, Mega Mawa.
Yeah, for example. But I think both of them are taken, but I'm not quite sure in that run right now. I'm not gonna double check right now.
I don't know. I'm just like spitballing. Like,
This team,
something like that.
this team does get some style points though because it has Mega Pinsir.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. I was gonna bring that up earlier. Oh, that's so fucking.
I mean,
so
Mega
cool.
Pinsir's there is a reason Mega Pinsir doesn't get drafted often, but they do have good hazard removal. Well, yeah, I say good actually. They got two of the best hazard removers.
Yeah.
And a backup one.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Carkol and Tusk are like the best for.
Yeah, the hazard setting is a little iffy because you don't want to run the rocks on Pinsir. Toxic spikes are okay on Toxapex, but you're pretty much either forcing Tusk to run the rocks or you're bringing Carkol to a game.
The pivoting on this team is terrible, though. I cannot lie.
Oh yeah, it's
I'm
fast.
getting into that.
It's a 2-pack of ass.
Let's get into the breaking power though, which the team is pretty good at. Like it's not great, but it's good. Because
Pinsir has 155 attack, bro. Double edge. Let's fucking go aerialate.
Yeah, physically we have Mega Pinsir, Great Tusk, and Aegislash. Especially we have Reuniclus and Aegislash, which are immediate strong.
And
Torn is strong if it hits its moves.
it will.
That's wishful
Maybe.
thinking. But yeah, you have some. You have. Let's say you have 3 decent mons from both sides, like from physical and special attack. But like for example, Tangrowth can hit on both sides, but it's more known to be like the defensive switch in for a lot of stuff. But the best special attacker on this team is Reuniclus probably, and the best physical attacker is Grey Tusk.
Yeah. But it'll hurt.
This team will hurt, but some mons obviously need a little bit of setup or just need to hit moves to get going.
Yeah.
And now we get to support where you guys already mentioned there is one pivoting mon.
There's teleport on Reuniclus, right?
No.
Is it just a dock thing?
No,
it's just
Reuniclus does not get teleport.
Really, I didn't know that. Huh. Okay, so yeah, the pivoting is too hot as a jetpack, close combat, Great Tusk.
Oh yeah, and Leaf Storm a jetpack Tangrowth. Yeah, you're cooking there, Emilio. Oh, and they have this also. By the way, I will say this: they have this is basically, I would say this is like Smoliv's team, but I think Smoliv did a better version of this team with the regen core.
Smoliv definitely has a better version of this team, but why this team is so good at something? First of all, the regen support. Like you have 1, 2, 3, 4 regen mons. So regen core is there.
Like every mon learns knockoff. Holy shit!
Like almost every mon in this team gets knockoff. You only have 2 Tauntus, which kind of sucks. Being real. But at least you have a Wish Passer and a mon that gets Heal Bell. And for the fact that you like to run Trick Room on this team with Terra Reuniclus and Aegislash, you only have 2 Trick Room setters.
Which is fine, to be honest.
It's fine, yeah. But maybe one more would be ideal. But that's wishful thinking because you had to spend your points somewhere.
Also, no one brought this up earlier, and I didn't notice it till now, but the fairy type is an Aromatisse.
Yeah, but Aromatisse is solid as a low-tier fairy type.
It's fine. It's not great, but it's fine.
Yeah, and first of all, we get into problem solving, where the most versatile mon on this team is Aegislash, followed up right by Torn.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, and Tusk.
Great Tusk is very versatile.
Yeah, but
Tusk, Torn, and Slaggy.
Yeah, but the other mons are less versatile. Like Pinsir will do offensive sets. Tangrowth has its defensive sets. Can technically be offensive, but it will run defensive a lot more. Then Toxapex is Pex, Carkol is Carkol. They do the same things they always do. Reuniclus has 3 usable abilities.
It has some versatility, actually.
Yeah. It has definite versatility, although Overcode as an ability will not come that often. Aromatisse it's a Trick Room setter with Wish.
Yeah, Magic Garden like region and what's coming most of the time.
Yeah.
Depends on the match.
Unless you're fighting a Mungus.
True. Unless you're fighting a Mungus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Lilligant Hisui.
This team is also better than its ranking. It's just like this team is missing something. The speed tiers are fucking awful.
And so is the pivoting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will be rewatching this slide when I prep for this team for week 2.
Yeah. Off we go into team number 14 now. Which is Hamburger.
If Emilia wins, I beat him 6-0.
Mr. 6-0 or gets 6-0.
Why did he say this if Emilio? Oh no, this is when I beat Soda. This is where the finals last week. He's like, oh, if Emilio wins, just no, I beat him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
I beat Hamburger, so I win that chain.
I beat Hamburger too.
I lost to Hamburger.
I won 4-0.
I won 4-0 too.
Wait, how does that work? Because I beat you in semis, so.
Yeah, but I Hamburger beat you 6-0 and I beat him 4-0 and you beat me 2-0, so therefore my win's fair.
Anyway, guys, let's get into Hamburger's team. Let's get into the essential roles. This team obviously does not have a normal type, a fire type, a ghost, and a ghost type, which are the only 3 important types that are missing. This team
not that bad there.
Yeah, but this team again is very susceptible to ghost spam because the dark type is Weavile, which is very frail.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. We
like hypothetically,
or do we wait?
Oh yeah, no, we will.
We get into it now because look, what the fuck?
I love Ben's reaction. What the fuck?
You have a speed gap, but from 101 to 67. That should not be a speed gap you have.
101 to 67. Like any 90, 80 base, any base.
What
90 to 80
That's 100.
Even 100. They're all gonna run fucking just max attack, max special attack, max HP.
Yeah.
They're just gonna run max. Be real. It's basically down to 60 because Corvin Knight's not really gonna run speed often, so it's gonna be Sylveon that might run speed on the odd choice spec set. Oh, it's Terra, Sylveon, Terra.
What's the other Terra? Sylveon and Sandy Shocks.
Okay, their Terras are amazing. We'll get to that breaking though.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Their hazards, though, I have a problem with.
They have one remover total.
Oh god.
Which Corviknight is the best defogger in the game. Only having Corviknight is not good.
Yeah, because I will say this: that there is worse hazard removal to come, but I do not love having just one.
Yeah, and then we have Stealth Rocks and Spikes on only Sandy Shocks, and Rocks on Draudigan as well. So you don't have a Toxic Spiker, and you pretty much. If you're not running Draudigan, you're forcing your hazards onto Sandy Shocks.
Which is not... You don't want to force Sandy Shocks to be... It can do hazards, it's good at hazards, but especially if you terror it, you want it to be offensive. I love this mon offensive. It's so good with terror offensively.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Now we get into the best part about this team, though. Breaking Power. It's it's almost a 10, because you have Bundle, Weavile, Mega Gallade, Sandy Shocks with Terra, Sylveon with Terra, Draudigan, and Wishy Washy hits hard as well.
It's 140 attack and special attack. I didn't even know that. Holy shit.
You only have 2 mons that do not hit hard, which are Corviknight and Amoonguss.
And even Corviknight can hit hard after setup.
Yeah. So you guys get why this team's breaking power is 9.5. The only reason why it's not 10 is that Sylveon needs Terra to be like a nuke or choice specs, and you pretty much force, with how this team is built, you force Sylveon into a special defensive role and Corviknight into a physically defensive role.
Pretty much. But
like Amoonguss will come some games as well, but like they will be forced into more defensive roles most of the time, sadly.
If you don't bring Among Us and you are going offensive Sylveon, then you have to like basically bring AV Wishy Washy, which is a mon, but it's not a good mon. It's not bad, but it's like you very rarely want to be bringing AV Wish. You very rarely want to bring Wishy Washy periods.
Yeah.
And if anything, you want boots on it.
Yeah, but this team's breaking is great.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Yeah. Support we get into, there's 2 knockoffers, which is good enough for this team because Weavile is one of the best knockoffers in the game. We have a lot of taunters. We have Heal Bell and Wish.
Yeah,
they have very good really pivoting good support as well.
Yeah.
You even have teleport on Mega Glades.
Yeah. So you have this team supports itself for what it wants to do pretty well. Because if you look at the team, the Bundle, Flip Turn, U-Turn, Weavile, Baton Pass, Galate, Teleport, Sandy Shock's Volt Switch, Corviknight, U-Turn, Sylveon, Baton Pass, Druddigon does not have any move, Amoonguss does not have any move, and Wishy Washy gets U-Turn or Flip Turns. Only 2 mons cannot switch out by them.
And Druddigon can run a jetpack scale shot, so...
Technically,
some of them are a little niche, like the Baton Pass, Weavile, and the Teleport, but they're still there.
Like, those two are quite niche. To be fair, I agree with that. But
yeah, they are niche, but they are there.
Yeah. I still think it's good minus that anyway.
Yeah, and lastly, we get into the problem solving of this team, which is again one of the bad parts why this team isn't so high, because most of these Pokemon will do the same thing over and over again. Like Bundle will be Booster or Specs. It has Encore. It wants to have that.
I also it can be boots, but that's it really.
Yeah. Then Weavile will be offensive because Weavile doesn't do anything but offense. Same with Megalade. Sandy Shocks is one of the more versatile Pokemon of this team because it has with Terra it has a good defensive profile. It has Hazard. It has just a straight up special attacking set or even booster energy sets if you want to. Corviknight is pretty versatile. Sylveon is pretty versatile, but then it stops again.
Yeah.
Like it's mostly the middle 3 like Sandy Shocks, Corviknight, Sylveon that are versatile. The rest is pretty one-dimensional.
I will say this team does what it says on the tin, but the biggest problem for Hamburger is going to be he's got a very explosive speed gap that people can just go max bulk, max attack, max special attack, boom, boom, boom.
But Hamburger likes these types of teams, and Hamburger is Mr. 6 or gets 6-0, so...
Did get 6-0 first week, so let's hope...
he did. He did start. So to be fair, he got 6-0 week 1, I think, last season, and then did 4 6-0s in a row or something stupid.
Yeah, like Hamburger on this server, Hamburgers only had like 3 matches that ended in 3 or 3-0, 2-0, or 1-0. Everything else ended in 4-6-0.
6-0 me last season.
Anyways, off to team number 13, and shout out to Hamburger. But next,
to be fair, we know it's used to getting dominated.
Yeah. Next up is EQ of 1. And immediately,
funny name.
Like the typings is great. Like no issues with the typings. You're only missing Bug and Rock, which is fine. You're kind of weak to Fairy, but you have Reverum and Moltres, which is pretty fine.
Reverum is not. I'll say this: Reverum is a fake steel and a fake poison. It's an offensive mon.
Yeah, it's quad resist Fairy, bro.
Let's get into the speed tiers.
It's filter. What do you mean?
At first glance, the speed tiers look fine. 122, 116, 100. Like, you would want that 110 mon maybe, but then it's 95, 90, 90, 86, 70, 70.
Nothing slower than 70.
You have nothing slower than 70, and now comes the worst part about this team's essential roles. You do not have a stealth rock Pokemon.
Hazards.
Like what?
There are no.
No. There are hazards on this team, but it's.
Oh fuck you!
Spike
no,
Squad.
No.
No. I said it's Spike Squad, which is a waste of Gran, and Reverum team Spike Squad. If you're drafting Terra Reverum, Is it
Bring
Terra
that
Reverie?
shit.
Yeah, it's Terra
Shift
Reverum and
Terra.
Terra Hoopa.
Yeah, if you're drafting
Terra
Terra
Reverie,
Reverie, you're not bringing it for basic. You're bringing it to be offensive. You're not
Shift
bringing
gear
it for
that
hazard.
motherfucker.
So
Shift gear that MF.
in theory, their best hazardsmon is Greninja, which is a problem.
Yeah. And then we also get into the removal, which you are forcing. Like, you're forcing defog on Moltres a lot of the time because you're not bringing Rotom and Decidueye every week.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even hate the removal. The removal was like whatever.
Yeah, but you
No,
like
it's a hazard.
like a spinner would be fine because you
No,
barely
they
have
don't
any
need-
hazards, and if you set up your hazards, you're gonna remove them.
To be fair, Ben, they don't really have hazards, so to be honest, they're not having a spin. It doesn't really matter. Like, to be real, if they're bringing Spikes Gren, it's by the bite. Or if they're bringing T Spikes Reverie, but like I don't think they even need a spinner. I think the hazard removal's fine because of how bad the actual hazard set is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yo, I'm running
Understandable.
You don't
Volcarona with
need
no
to in this
points versus team. Holy shit.
If you run Trick Room into this team, you pretty much won already because you outspeed everything in Trick Room.
Man's gonna need to bring to a room service Hooper.
Like being real, Tilmus were Uniclus Fox this team.
No.
Yeah.
Terra too. Holy shit.
Terra Fairy goes in on this.
Yep. But let's get back to it. Breaking power now. Offensively, this team is great. We have Gren, which can both run physical special. Iron Valiant, which can run both physical special. We have Mega Kangaskhan, which is great physical offensive. Zygarde, which is obviously a fucking offensive juggernaut with 1,000 arrows, which no Pokemon will switch into well, except like Tangrowth.
Yeah.
Then we have
baby.
Moltres, which sadly is not Terra, because Terra Moltres is probably better than the Terra Hoopa you have down there.
Terra Hoop was really cool though. Terra Hoop was really good.
I will say this.
Terra Hoop has more style points than Terra Moltres, but Terra Moltres is probably a better pick.
I will say this, as someone who mocks with Sack all the time, Terra Hooper is great. I prefer Terra Moltres because Terra Fire burn up, la la la. But Terra Hooper's not bad. Terra Hooper's very good. Underestimate that one at your peril.
Well,
You underestimate
because Moltres can work without Terra.
Yeah.
It was just fantastic with Terra.
Underestimate Terra Hooper at your peril. I'm telling you that now.
No,
It can be good
underestimating
AP.
it.
50 special attack, bro.
I know how good it is. I'm just saying Moltres is probably the better Terramon. But yeah, breaking power wise, this team is a 9 because you have, like, let's go over the offensive stats. 130, 125, 100, 100, 119, 107, 110. And then for special, 103, 120, 125, 105, 100, and 150. That should probably tell you enough.
Yeah. This team is honestly very scary offensively.
Gren, bro.
But then,
Fucking Hooper.
luckily, it does have a lot. I will say on the Trick Room thing, it does luckily have a lot of priority as well.
It got E-Speed,
Vacuum
Water
Wave,
Shuriken, Vacuum Wave, Fake Out,
Super Punch,
Shadow Sneak.
Quick Attack. I think Kangaskhan gets Quick Attack. I'm not sure on that one.
It does not get
Okay.
Quick Attack.
But,
okay. I wasn't sure on that one.
This team obviously is great offensively, but this team has... look at this. Like, you have some knockoff support. You have some good taunters. You don't have a Heal Bellmon.
No Wish Passer. No Wish Passer.
Technically, you do because Mega Kangaskhan does get Wish, but you don't like to run it.
No. I disagree. Mega Kangaskhan is a very good Wish Passer. Use that mod. I've loved it as a Wish Passer. It's actually one of my winning semi-final teams.
Roy's just weird, man. Roy's just weird.
No, Mega Kangaskhan, you can run it no attack, max HP, max defense, and use it as a Wish Passer and still get kills with it. I'm telling you, Mega Kang is a great Wish Passer.
It doesn't even baton pass.
But what I wanted to get into it though here, this team does not have any way to remove status.
Yep.
You don't have a Aromatherapy mod and you don't have a Heal Bell mod. So once this team is status, the status will stay, guaranteed.
Yeah, that'd be really bad for like not Gligar, fucking Zygarde. There you go.
it's really bad if you're facing like someone who keeps spamming T-Wave into you. Like you will get very frustrated and lose.
Yeah.
Skill issue. Anyways, but yeah, and then
I'm gonna
just
throw
circles
you.
back to
The other
this
reason
circles back to just having shitty fucking hazards, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
it's what I wanted to
Honestly, like,
mention.
I will tell you this. I kind of fought for it to have a 4 because if I didn't rate Mega Kangaskhan so much as a Wish Passer, it'd probably be a 2 for support. In my opinion, I think the support is kind of ass on this team.
The only reason the support isn't lower is because you actually do have some very good momentum support. You have mons with Trick and even like some knockoff and taunt some very good knockoff and taunt users.
Yeah, they can also reverse Trick Room on 2 of their mons as well.
Yeah,
which
but
might
how
actually
often?
help.
If you run Trick Room on Val and you're throwing.
Oh, for sure.
And problem solving now, which this is one of the team's strengths again, because you have Gren, you have Valiant, which are very, very versatile mons already. And then you get into it more. Like, Kangaskhan can be defensive, offensive, and even like Wish support. Zygarde is Zygarde. It will mostly be Coil, Dragon Dance, or just Choice Band.
Yeah, there as well.
Moltres with Altera is not as versatile as you want it to be, but it is still like pretty versatile. River Room
But hypothetically, if you were facing a team with no Stealth Rocks, you could just bring it like Scarf or Specs.
Yeah, but how many teams are there without Stealth Rocks? One at least we know of.
On this one.
Yeah. Then we get into like River Room, who has like 3 sets it runs, maybe 2. Rotom has 3. Frost has 3 sets with Altera. Decidueye is pretty versatile though, and Hoopa is just gonna be special attacking most of the time.
No, I disagree. With Terra, it can be physical.
True, it does have 110 physical attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it for EQ's team, number 13. We hop right into number 12, which is Odette Aaron. And
right, this is the one I have been hyping up for quite a while regarding hazard removal.
Okay, before we get into removal though, typing wise, it's filled up pretty well. The only type you would maybe want is a fire type because you're pretty weak to fairy and you're pretty weak to ice, so a fire type would help there.
Especially because one of your fairy resist is a Mega Bee.
Yeah.
It's a beat.
B tiers are pretty fine though, like 145, 125, 121, 111, 103, 90, 85. And then there's the big speed gap between Samurott and Executor, which is fucking disgusting.
Holy shit. 85
yeah, that's
40.
quite bad. What are the numbers again? Is it Kilo and Rhydon?
I don't know.
On that, it is Nihiligo Kilo.
Oh, okay. Those are good terrors. Okay. Rhydon's fine, I guess, down there. Secretary Low is a good low tier pick. That, by the way, that hazard setting is pretty damn good. Oh,
hi,
did we
Jacob.
just lose Ben? Oh, hi, Jacob.
Oh, hi, Jake.
Oh, God, Ben, come on!
It happens. That's Jacob's fault. I accidentally clicked on it because of Jacob.
Hi, chat.
Hi, Jacob. Hi,
Oh, he's in the
you're live on
library.
Clodcast.
Yeah.
Oh, my fault. Have fun. Bye. Bye, boys.
You can say it on. It's fine. But you just have to repeat. Okay, fine.
Fucking
That's staying in, guys. That's staying in.
Well,
this is why I hate
to
Juby, man.
To our
Guys,
CPL viewers, you just heard our beautiful mod Juby. He came to say hi.
Guys, if you got this far, hang on, let me finish. If we got this far in the video, please leave a comment saying, "Juby, you are our short king, 5'2" for life."
No one's gonna comment that. No, everyone's just gonna skip to their fucking PR. The only person who's gonna say that is Odette Aaron.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Anyway, let's get back into the actual rankings here. First of all, hazard setting is amazing. You have so many stealth rockets. You have a very good spiker and one good T-spiker. The other one is not so good. But the hazard setting is very, very good on this team. Now let's get into the other problem of this team.
Yep.
Removal. The removal is default Mega Beedrill, or Rapid Spin Cyclozar. So
your only defogger is Mega Beedrill.
Yeah. So Spin Block is very, very, very viable into this team. Because Cyclozar is not that powerful out of the bat, so people will block you from rapid spinning.
Jellicent fucks this team. Yo, Goldengo fucks this team.
I will say this. They do at least not really want to remove their own hazards, but when your only removal is Cyclozar and then your backup removal is Mega B, yeah.
There is some glaring issues with that, yeah. So the big speed gap and the removal is why it's only 5, although the typings are filled up pretty nicely and the hazard setting is good. Breaking power now. So physically, we have Mega Beedrill, we have Annihilate, we have Samurott, we have Rhydon. And even like Alolan Executor can hit physically, Ferrothorn can hit physically, and Cyclozar with Shift Gear can hit physically. Then specially we have Kilowatt Roll with Terra, Nihilego with Terra, Alolan Executor again, and Samurott.
It can run Sharpness Boosted Air Slash, to be fair.
Yeah. So you have pretty decent. Obviously, you would maybe want one more great physical attacker. That's not Mega Beedrill, because Annihilate does need some things to go its way to be like very, very threatening. And Rhydon is mostly going to be Eviolite defensive. And your only very threatening special attackers in Nihilego, because Kilowatt Roll is semi-threatening only with 105 special attack. And Executor is a gimmicky Pokemon because it will not come every game.
Bit of a niche pick. Yeah, it's a bit of a niche pick.
Yeah, I think it's fine as like a 2 point, as like a low tier mon, but yeah. It's only coming into matches where you're facing a team that's really weak to Trick Room, and then it's perfect.
Exactly. Then we get into support, which the support hazard support is great. Even the momentum support is great, but this team has Screamtail, which is one of the best support Pokemon in Draft.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, is it the best? It's one
of the best.
I'd say it's definitely up there.
No, I'm trying to figure who is the best, but like I have questions for later.
Probably Clefable.
More PK.
Spin. Anyways, yeah, support's pretty good. It has a Screamtail. Like, how bad could it really be?
Yeah, like you got screens, you got very good hazards. Like one thing I haven't mentioned yet is you have Ferrothorn, which is one of the best bikers, and you have Ceaseless Edge on the Samurott as well.
Yeah.
Which the hazard support is very amazing.
This is definitely a hazard sacking team. It's basically very much alright, I don't give a shit. My removal is Mega B. You need to remove the hazards or they're staying on your side of the field.
Yeah, and what this team does good, even though it doesn't have Golden Go, it has one of the best removal punishers in the game, which is Annihilate. Because Defa gets punished by Defiant, and Spin gets punished because it's a spin blocker. A very good one at that.
Even Kiddo, if you time it right, can punish Defog as well.
Yeah, because of competitive.
Oh, is it? Oh, I'm a fucking moron. I said
Loki, the more I look at this team, it does feel like they had a it does feel like while Mega B probably was not drafted for default, it does feel like they had a plan of like very much pokey aim of like, I don't need removal, you can remove it and I'll punish you for removing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it actually like synergizes pretty well together.
Yeah, but still, like you would want your own removal if your plans fail.
Yeah,
I mean,
but just don't fail.
How it is on paper, you know.
Yeah,
you just don't fail.
Yeah, but let's get into problem solving now. Problem solving is it's solid. It's not great because the 2 months that solve the most problems are 1 Annihilate, 2 Screamtail. Because Mega Beedrill will do the same things over and over again. Kilowatt Roll will.
Wait, have you never run? Have you never run Special Mega B?
Oh, I have.
Oh yeah, I have too.
I have a meme match.
Yeah, that's where I run it too.
Oh, you guys didn't run it like regular season?
No.
Oh damn. You guys
Kilowatt Roll.
No, I don't have great damage.
Kilowattrel is not that versatile. Cyclozar is pretty versatile. It can be special, can be just straight up support, it can be shift gear physical. Like Cyclozar is
It's
pretty
a lot
versatile.
of coverage as well. It's really good.
Yeah. Then Nihiligo will be either special defensive or special attacking. No in-betweens, really.
But it could be like Meteor Beam, it could be Choice Spag Scarf. I don't.
Yeah. But most of the time, you can guess what it's doing most of the time.
Yeah. Team composition and all that.
Yeah. And then Samurott is mostly... Samurott is Samurott. It will hit you hard with the sharpness boosted moves and set up spikes. Executor is pretty versatile, but it will not come that often in general. And then Rhydon and Ferrothorn are bulky walls.
Very good defensive one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But that's it.
I don't know why. I kind of like this team.
Yeah, this team is pretty cool.
It's a cool team.
It's a cool team.
It definitely has its flaws, but it definitely is. It seems like there's a plan even with its flaws. Like as in, like very much. I feel like the lack of default is definitely a choice on purpose. Is like, well, I have so many hazards. I don't, and I'm hazard stacking them. I don't need default. I want my hazards to stay up. So therefore, Loki, they would actually benefit. Glamora would actually kind of suit this team a lot more as well because it would give them a second remover that isn't like a spin block.
But Glamora was, I think, taken already by the point they got Nihiligo.
Oh, I know, but like, yeah, honestly, that would be honestly if that was here instead of Nihiligo, the team goes up in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's a cool team.
It's a definitely cool team. But let's get on to number 11, which you already saw is Sirikai, the guy who will not stop ducking me.
Bro, I thought that said stop sucking me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo,
Ben would never ask him to stop sucking him.
Yo, what?
Feel up.
You love that Brazilian butt lift.
Yeah, this is my fucking Quagsire winner right here. Yes, sir. Oil up.
Wow,
He's not
fuck
winning.
you.
Not when I'm here.
Yeah, I'm gonna win. If I face Ben, I'm just gonna hack him.
This is my favorite org BBL. Come on.
Let's get into the team.
Hold on.
Are we not your favorite?
Ben, you need a CPL title. Wait, Ben, you need a CPL title.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not winning while I'm here.
I'll stop Ben for winning. It's fine.
Anyways,
let's get into the team. Essential rules. So this team does not have a normal type, and only has one resist to ghost, which is a root, which is a decent one, being real. So Zarude can take some good moves.
What's the Towers? Is it Empoleon and Bulmar?
Let me check.
I know it's Palma.
It is Mammal.
It might be. I must win. Yeah, I'm about to say.
Oh, okay. Very offensive. Okay.
Yeah.
They are kind of weak to Fairy and Ghost.
Yeah. They also do not have a flying type, which is kind of fucked. Considering any Mold Breaker ground type will run through this team if Zarude is chipped.
Or Thousand Arrows. No. Honestly, Thousand Arrows. D-Dance Thousand Arrows Sideguard goes in on this team because their grass type gets nuked by Skit Smack.
Yeah, but this team has two Ice Shard Pokemon, so Zygarde is invalidated by that.
Yeah.
One Yachi Berry, you're fine.
For one of them.
Berry,
Yeah, skill issue. Sub. There you go.
Yeah, let's get into speed tiers. We have 119, 105, 105, 95, 85, 80, 75, 60, and 30. So, a Pokemon between 105 and 119 would be good. Like a 110 Pokemon, probably. Would be pretty decent. Yeah, he'll be fine.
They're fine for the most part. They'll be fine for the most part.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah, but the big things is hazard and hazard removal. You have two good defoggers, being real, but you're forcing two Pokemon that don't always want to run defog to defog.
Yeah, I don't really like Full just for defog. Like Empoleon's good defogger. I don't like Full just for that.
Yeah, but even then, Empoleon has so much utility that like sometimes you just don't want to run it.
Yeah, and then you have only two rockets with Mamoswine and Empoleon. Mammal with Terra probably will not run the rocks often because it's your offensive juggernaut here on this team. And you're pretty much forcing Empoleon into a rocker and defogger role almost every week because you're not bringing Florges every week.
Exactly, and then like Empoleon wants knockoff, it wants Scald, it wants Flip Turn, it wants Roost, and you have to slot
Yeah.
Roxanne DeFi. It's a little icky.
Yeah, so this team being pretty good, we not having a flying type, plus the hazards and hazard removal is why this team's essentials are pretty bad. Let's get into Breaking Power though, which is one of the better
really
teams.
No Spiker.
Yeah, no Spiker hurts this team a lot, being real. But let's get into the Breaking Power, where physically we have Zarut, Cinderace, Kyurem, and Terra Mamoswine plus Terra Palmot. Yes, Terra Palmot. Which physically, it's perfect, almost. But especially we have a little problem here, because your only hard special attacker that does not need setup is Kyurem.
So it's a little wonky. So
Yeah.
it's good.
Physically, it's fine. Like, physically, it's really fine. Especially, you need to put a choice specs on the bottom 3 and run Kyurem mostly specially every week, which is fine. Kyurem also likes Dragon Dance sets.
Yeah. Kyurem doesn't want to carry all the weight.
Yeah, exactly.
No, for sure.
Support is where this team has some very good tools, because you have Slowking Galar support, which Chilly Reception, you buff Mamoswine and Kyurem. You have Trick Room for your own Slowking Galar. You have 2 great knockoffers, 3 very good taunt Pokemon, and Misdreavus. Hazard support is ass, being real. But momentum support is pretty good again, because you have Chili, you have U-turns, you have Vault Switch, you have Baton Pass. Like, this team support isn't good in the general sense. This team support wouldn't be good for every team, but this team support is good for this team specifically.
Yeah, it's synergized as well.
Yeah.
And one get around.
Yeah, and one big thing to mention is, which we have mentioned in Essential Roles, Cinderace's core change will probably win him a game.
Yeah,
it'll help. It's actually very helpful.
Yeah.
Unironically, it will definitely help against. Like going back to the previous team, that team will just set every hazard on the plan, and you just go core change, and they can't really remove it because Mischievous then comes.
Mischievous is not a good block. What?
Spin blocker.
Yeah, but I don't care, man. I'm figuring not coming.
Anyway,
Mischievous will come one match.
Let's get into problem solving, which this team's problem solver is Kyurem, and mostly only Kyurem alone.
Cinderace.
No, there is no rain team, so you're not bringing Electro Ball Cinderace.
Yeah, like you have Cinderace, you have Kyurem. Zarud has some different sets. Palmot is since Revival Blessing is banned, Palmot is only being used as an offensive threat. Misdreavus is dying to a knockoff. Mammo's going to be offensive.
Misdreavus has one set, which is Willow, Pain Split, Destiny Bond, Nightshade.
Yeah. Mammo's going to be mostly offensive, but it can run defensive sets now with D-Terra, at least physically. Especially defensive, probably not, unless you put on the AV. Florges has a little bit of variation in sets. Empoleon has a little bit of variation. Slowking has some good variation.
Yeah. Not terrible, but not the best.
Yeah, but let's be real, it's being hard carried by Kyurem here.
Yeah. No, for sure. You know what Cry's going to be doing. He's going to be bringing that Brazilian butt lift, and he's going to be smushing those cheeks onto people.
Yeah, and he's gonna clap the cheeks on Aaron. Anyway, off to number 10.
Aaron's not even in this div.
We have MCCC.
Minecraft, craft. Nice.
And he apparently likes Pepsi milk.
What the fuck?
That's fucking horrendous.
That's grim. What the fuck?
18th place.
Let's get into the essential rules. He's only missing one important typing, being normal, which kind of matters for him, since his dark type is Skuntank, which is not a bad dark type, but the Skuntank does not take a lot of Shadow Balls.
Even AV kind of like struggles a bit after a while. Yes, they're Terras. Is it Terra Sinistra, Terra Jolteon?
It is Terra Conkeldurr in Terra Sinistra.
I hate Jolteon on the team immediately.
Yeah, no Terra Jolteon is fucking ass. Being real.
Very freaky, no lie.
Let's get into the speed tiers though. We have 150,
The Terra
130,
one's good,
104, 102, 84, 79, 70, 60, 45, 40, and 36. So where are the important speed gaps between 102 and 84,
30.
and between 130 and 104?
Yeah.
Hazard
Yeah.
setting is great. Hazard removal is actually decent as well.
I would actually argue on this. Mega Arrow is never running Defog,
Yeah,
and I don't think Conk is running Defog.
Oh, Conkeldurr runs Defog a lot, actually.
You run defensive Terra with and then run Defog.
Yeah, Conkeldurr runs Defog a lot, actually. More than you want, like, more than you expected to. Because Conkeldurr, with its attack stat, plus Guts, or Sheer Force, mostly only needs 3 moves.
Okay, I'm not seeing the vision, but fair enough. Like,
yeah, but the speed gaps kind of suck, and the Ghost type weakness is pretty fucking bad, being real, because Skuntank will not take infinite hits from Ghost types.
I will say this: going into Breaking Power, Terra Conkeldurr. While I do shit on them not having Terra Jolteon, that's more because Jolteon sucks out Terra. Terra Conk is a fucking terrifying prospect.
Yeah.
That's a really good pickup, by the way.
Yeah,
that's really cool. I'm curious to see how it does.
Yeah, Conkeldurr is always a threatening mon, but let's get into the Breaking Power, as you guys have mentioned. We have 135 Mega Aerodactyl, 130 Garchomp, 107 Necrozma, and 140 Conkeldurr on the physical side. Especially we have Necrozma at 127, Finish Stats 121, and Primarina at 126. Delphox at 114 is also good, but Jolteon's move pool kind of restricts it from using that 110 stat too much.
If it was Terra, it would have been a little higher.
Yeah. If it was Terra, it would be a lot better.
Just drop it. Honestly, just drop the Jolteon.
Yeah, you can probably improve the team. You can improve the team by just dropping Jolteon. Get like a 115 speed mon. 150 to 150 doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Breaking Power is pretty solid. It's not, especially it's not the greatest because some of these Pokemon like Setup or like Terra, but physically it's pretty fucking great, being real.
Yeah, agree.
Support is decent again. We have some Trick Room support for Conkeldurr, which is pretty actually very nice here. We have 2 good knockoff. Taunters are not that good, being real, because Conkeldurr will not run Taunt that often. Arrow can run it well, and Skuntank can run it okay-ish.
Yeah.
The hazard support is the big reason why this is a 7, but I want to mention something that is pissing me off a lot. This team has not a single U-turn Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
it's all Volt Switch. Oh yeah.
No, they have Flip Turn too, and Baton Pass a Jolteon.
Jolteon's terrible here, so it's basically just Flip Turn and Volt Switch.
Yeah,
Flip Turner.
But Emilio at this point would normally do his joke of saying, "Oh, Jolteon can run Wish," but you have Delphox, who's a better Wisher anyway.
Yeah. And talking about Delphox with Wish is where we could get into problem solving, because Delphox is a very versatile Pokemon for this team. It sadly doesn't have Terra. I get why, because you have 2 better Terramons.
Yeah, but Delphox can punch about it.
Yeah, but
Jolteon can't.
Arrow will do the same things. Jolteon will do the same things. Delphox is versatile. Garchomp is very versatile. Skuntank is not that versatile. Necrozma, though. Necrozma.
This is beautiful.
It's one of the most beautiful problem-solving Pokemon because it can do anything you want it to.
Versatile god next to Mew.
I remember. I remember pairing it with an Iron Valiant. Oh my god, those two. That was like my favorite pairing ever. Terra Necrozma with Iron Valiant.
Yeah. And then Sinistra has defensive and offensive sets. Same with Primarina. And Conkeldurr with Terra will have some physically defensive sets or offensive sets. And Fortress and Charjabug do the same thing.
Yeah, no, Charger is also a good support mon as well. Like it is, honestly, it's a bit. It's it's one of the better 1-pointers because also it can just spam T-Wave. I can just sit there like a fucking buff.
Swadloon is better.
No, but Swadloon will get nuked by any fire or flying type move.
I mean, fucking Charger Bug, I don't care,
It's
man.
Charger Bug with Eviolite can actually take a fire move. That's funny.
Yeah.
Bro, Earthquake resist. Like quad Earthquake resist.
Okay, you got a point there. Okay.
But again,
Pretty
Charger Bug is still better than Swalloon. Swalloon's second best. It's not that bad, but Charger Bug better.
A really good 1-pointer. Whenever I have a 1-point, I always get Swadloon.
Yeah, but I can shake on floats. A good float is lovely. MCC, our number 10 spot. Off to number 9, who is PT333, and who added it was probably Emilio again.
What? I didn't. It was Aaron first of all, and I just get the blame for some fucking reason.
This guy has whipped into us for allowing Terra Garganical.
Yeah.
We will see how right he is. He also has Terra He probably is right. Also, he has Terra Infernate.
Yeah. Typings wise, they are missing a normal type, which in this team does not matter because they have Garganackle.
Garganackle, yeah.
Does not matter. That is a ghost resist.
Yeah. And otherwise, they're missing a dragon type, which could help with the water weakness, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, I would say Garganackle is going to tear out the water weakness a lot of the time. Infernate might do, depends on the matchup. Electric spam is kind of goated into them once they remove Lando.
Yeah. And some electric types get coverage to hit Lando at least neutral, and regular Lando Eye is not as bulky as you think it is. Let's get into a big problem I have with this team. Look at the speeches. It's 125, 110, 108, 100, 99, 86, 84, and then it's a drop to 35.
And then 35 to 5.
Pukamuku is so cool. I love Pukamuku.
I will get to Pukamuku in support. I rate Pukamuku.
Love this thing, bro. Oh my god, he's so cute.
But that is a massive problem gap-wise, and even then, Trick Room can kind of do some work to this team. Now, Garganackle does sort of negate that, and you do have to prep very hard for Garganackle, but...
Garg fucks.
Yeah.
Garg does fuck.
Hazard setting is not that... Like, Infernape can run rocks, Arc can run rocks, Lando probably will not run rocks, although he can as well. Spikes is only Ogre. So it feels like all of their hazard mons want to run something else a lot of the time. Yeah, exactly. And then we have the big problem in removal, which is only Lando Eye and Rotom Fan, which will mean Rotom Fan will come more often than you want it to because it will have to defog. Because you're not running defog on Lando every week.
As the best quick resist too, so I could see it.
As a big fan of Rotom Fan, I'm a fanboy for that thing. Yeah, it being your only defog is a problem because Lando Eye is not running defog. Let's be real on this team. Like, and I love Rotom Fan. It helped me win it helped me actually win a championship, but it should not be your only removal.
Yeah. But let's get into the very good part about this team, which is breaking. We have Ogre Pound, Wellspring. We have Infernape with Terra. We have Landorus Eye, which still hits like a truck physically, and Garganackle, which is a physical breaker because of Salt Cure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And especially you got like the Darkrai and the Landers, bro. Like, bro, that's all you need. Then you had Gholdengo on top of it.
Infernape has gotten better now, especially as well, because it gets a lot more coverage, especially.
Yeah, Infernape and Rotom Fan with setup are also pretty fretting, especially so.
Yes, Nasty Plot, I think.
Yeah, Infernape gives Nasty Plot and Sword Sense, both of them.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I will say this team is like 95% of the time bringing Garganackle as like its Terramon. But when it doesn't, Infernape's going to be a threat.
Yeah, and something to mention as well, Sword Stance Darkrai is a valuable set.
Even Sword Stance Pheasantipity can kind of do work as well, especially with Toxic Chain, because it can run like bullshit like Sword Stance, beat up Toxic Chain.
By the way, Roy, why do you sound so muffled?
Oh, sorry, I'm on my beds. I'm quite knackered today, so.
Okay.
I'm too.
Pheasantipity sucks, so like I wouldn't.
It does and it doesn't. Like it's a mon I should love. I'm going to draft it someday and just hack you to death with it. But yeah, it kind of sucks. You're not wrong.
It sucks. It sucks.
If it had defog, it'd be better.
Support is where I have a gripe with this team. We have decent some decent knockoffers, some good taunt Pokemon. Momentum support is decent.
Yeah.
Hazard support is kind of bad, and the other support moves are bad.
Pheasantipity will sort of support as well by spreading hazard around. But I'll say this: Pukumuku is not a terrible support mon, especially for just stopping other mons and basically sweeping you. I know where Pukumuku is a thing.
Yeah, but
innards out, bro. Fuck that.
The thing I wanted to mention about this team is that has nothing to remove status again. There's another team that cannot remove status at all.
Yeah, but Goldengo's a status wall.
Yeah, but Goldengo and Guard
actually
can be not affected by it.
And Guard, yeah.
Actually, Pukumuku can remove poison with Purify. So if Pheasantipity poisons something, it can purify the other mon.
This is why he's the best Pokemon. Like, bro, he's just the best, bro. He's the GOAT. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, you can heal your opponent's poison. What a great mon.
Yeah.
Bro, he's literally the fucking GOAT.
Like, this is like the same problem a earlier team had. This team does not have a dedicated support mon that will come often.
Yeah. Fez is kind of the support, and it's a bit
Yeah, exactly.
And by a bit, I mean...
I guess Rotom Fan with Willow and Default support.
Oh yeah, actually Rotom Fan's a good support mon. I actually like... Rotom Fan's probably coming like half the matchups, but which is a fan of Rotom Fan, I'm pro it, but also... You probably don't want to be forced to do that.
Yeah. And then we have problems.
I made it work.
Which we have already mentioned a few things. Lando, Infernape, and Darkrai are very versatile Pokemon on the offensive sides. Garganacl with Terra is very versatile. And then we have Goldengo, which is pretty versatile. Rotom Fan is okay versatile because since it doesn't have Terra, it will run boots almost every week, so it loses some of the versatility with Trick it would have normally.
Fez is technically versatile, but again, it's kind of like the first time that way where every set is okay, but at best.
Yeah. And then there's Pukumuku.
Pukumuku can solve a problem or two in the right matchup.
Innards out.
Like legitimately. I have legitimately so the first thing I ever played in, they legitimately tiered up Pukumuku to tier 3 because they were getting so annoyed with someone who kept bringing Pukumuku sets to stop them and stalling them out.
Bro.
It was funny as fuck. It wasn't me, I promise.
Yeah, but anyway, BD333 is 11 years old. Not cut off or anything. No, you don't see that.
I almost leaked some of my stats, but just let him. Cook. Anyways.
Off to team number 8.
On to the next one, then.
We right.
Let's Rowlet.
Delphox can suck ass in that too. I swear to God, I'm not afraid, you guys.
Debatable. I mean, unlike Hallex, he didn't draft a for every team.
Yeah. Rowlet's Terra Captains are Hydrapple and Inteleon. So, essential roles, you're missing Flying type, which is pretty bad if the best Mold Breaker Earthquake-mon wasn't on your team.
Yeah.
They don't have Haxorus.
I'm pretty sure they only took Excadrill because it beats their team.
Honestly, I low-key respect that and I fuck with it. I think that's smart. I actually think that's very smart. I know. I learned the hard way. When the first team I ever drafted, I had 3 Levitate mons, and I learned the hard way that oh shit, I lose the extra deal to the point in playoffs when I rematched them, I had to bring defensive Rabombi.
Yikes!
It nearly won as well. That's the funniest part. I nearly pulled it off.
But speed tiers: 130, 120, 105, 104, 91, 88, 70, 65, 60, and 44. The only real gap that is worth mentioning is between 105 and 120. It's the only bad gap you have. Well, and there's technically the one between Excadrill and Bisharp, which is okay, but not. You don't Like, it's okay, but it's not good.
Is it Terra Hydrapple, Terra Inteleon on this team?
Yes, it is those two.
Oh, Inteleon's going to... Okay, we'll get to that in a bit, actually.
Yeah. And now to the which part about the essential roles. Hazard setting, hazard removal.
Look at them hazards, boy. Look at them hazards. Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't... I'll say this. I actually don't hate Excadrill as a hazard set on this team because it's actually... You've got Megalopunny there for offensive stuff. You've got Quagsire. But having it your own... Basically, one of your few setters is a bit...
Yeah. Like, this is the big problem. You drafted Excadrill, and I have a problem with this because Excadrill is 1, your rocker, 2, your spinner. Because Bisharp doesn't like running rocks that often. It will probably here in some points, but the Excadrill is your rocker and spinner most of the time, which is fucking funny.
It's pretty bad. You have defog on freezing Galar, which isn't bad, but
yeah, it's okay.
It's not enough to make up. It's not enough to make up for the lack of removal.
Yeah. Then we get into breaking power, which is the best part about this team. We have physically Megalopunny. Sword Stance and Talion sets are viable. Then we have Gouging Fire, Excadrill, and Bisharp physically. Especially we have Terra and Talion, Magius, and Hydrapple. Especially it could be better, but Terra and Talion and Hydrapple actually deal with most things. Because the coverage they have, they actually are able to deal with most things.
Yeah.
So it's pretty
I
good
agree with
offensively.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Inteleon especially is a fucking nuke. Like,
Yeah,
Terra
Terra-
Water.
Really fucking good. You just throw specs on it, bro.
You just
you
throw
don't need
specs
specs.
on it with Terra Water, and your Hydro Pumps will hurt more than bundles.
No. You don't.
You
You don't do
snipe
Hydro
shot.
Pump.
Snipe shot.
You,
You snipe
no,
shot.
you do focus energy, scope plan, snipe shot. You are critting everything and you are nuking everything.
Pretty good.
And you don't miss. You don't miss. That's why that's better.
I guess.
Avoid the hacks.
I really do wish the hazards were better because then
Yeah, then the offense would get going easier, yeah.
Because you got Defiant Bisharp, and with the Eviolite, you could be bulky and super offensive after a
I would say this
it's
as well.
Scary.
Miss Matrix is still good. It's a bit underwhelming, but it's still good. If it had Terra, it'd be even more. Because Miss Matrix has an offensive mon with Terra. It's one of my favourite low tier Terras. But I think it still works here anyway.
It still works, yeah.
It's still Inteleon is probably better for this team.
Yeah.
As a nuke.
Support is also very good on Rowlet's team because one, we have Aloe Wish support, which is one of the best wishers in the game, and we have 3 months that can run Heal Bell. Only one will most of the time. We have one of the best knockoffers in the game in Bishop. We have three good and 1 decent taunter. Hazard support just kind of sucks. Support the.
Lex slow pivot though. Unfortunate.
The momentum's there's Aloe.
No, they have Aloe. They have Aloe Fipson, bro.
Do they? They do.
Yeah, Aloe Fipson.
Yeah,
and also they have a jetpack Draco Meteor Hydrapple, which is a legit set you can run.
Can you stop mentioning a jetpack with any lowering move? You've mentioned it, I think, 6 times today alone, dude.
But this time is a legit one, okay? This time Hydrapple.
Yesterday when we were recording Whooper, you'd just be like, "The pivoting's not bad on this. This mod could fucking a jetpack the fuck out of here."
For context, I was saying it as a joke, and then it just became serious.
But the best support mon in this team is the low tier Meowstic because screens, Heal Bell, you can trick like prankster stuff. It's pretty fucking good. It and Aloe as a combination of support mons is pretty fucking good.
I would say it like Meowstic is a bit of a airmon, but it will come to a couple of matches because it probably will help set up a few sweeps in the right matchup.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it'll set up a Gouging Fire sweep.
And this is not only the male Meowsticks, it's also the female one. So you can technically have the female one which has competitive, so you can punish somebody who defogs one of your 2 hazards.
One of your two.
Ben, who's cooking now? Who's cooking now? Well, no one's bringing competitive Meowstic, bro.
I have brought it
It's
and won
also
a game
because-
off it once.
Okay, but all
I
right,
swear,
but
you
that,
guys
who was
bring up
that?
shit that I've
Okay.
never seen before, and you swear it's like. This is
No,
an actual
no, I'm not
thing.
I'm not telling you it's good, but it can, it can actually do
not-
something in the right matchup.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
It's probably
This
not
game
because
I
the
don't
prankster
believe
one is just better. But I wanted to
Motherfucker
mention
bringing
it.
up
Oh,
first dance
all right,
Italian.
and
Like, it's not happening.
I have bought Inferno Blunder Policy Mismages, and it didn't work. So that's also something that can happen.
Like,
I hate all-
I wanted to
Okay,
transition
okay.
into problem solving with this. You guys
Oh
ruined
my
it.
God.
Sorry.
Because I wanted to
Sorry.
mention that
That's-
it is both Meowsticks in one, which
Inteleon.
gives some good versatility there. Inteleon is
This is why we need two
versatile.
cards.
Gouging
Italian's not
Fire is
versatile. He's gonna run specs every week.
Inteleon can run Sword Stance sets as well.
Fuck you. Fuck
No,
you.
Sword Stance Inteleon is
It
viable.
can. No, actually, it is viable. I agree with you on that.
I need
Gouging
another
Fire,
voice
though.
of reason. I need another voice of reason in this call. Get Aaron in here, please.
Aaron
As
would
if
agree
you're a
with
voice
us.
of reason. Yesterday you just gobbled up Pyukimuku like it was a good mon.
No, I just said it
Hey,
was cute.
hey.
I never said it. First of all, hold on. It's not bad. First of all, and second of all, he's cute.
Ukimuku's got sets. Anyway, back to serious stuff.
Back to
Gouging
serious
Fire
stuff.
is very versatile. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Excadrill has
also, we
two sets.
learned 2 days ago. We learned 2 days ago. Choice Band and Lolamoda is a real set.
Dude, can you stop, man?
Apparently-
Bro?
No,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It happened.
That's why I helped bring it up because Emilio actually faced that set.
Roy was fucking.
Dude, we're
watching me play
wasting
a
too much
game.
time on this team. All because of some bullshit talk. Anyway,
I blame both of you. God damn it. Anyways,
I'm just
yes.
a lady.
Problem solving could be better. The problem solving could be better.
It could
has
be
some
better, yeah.
options, but it's all right. It's right in the middle. It's a 5.
okay, yeah.
Congratulations,
Anyway,
Rowlet. You made it to number
continue.
8.
Number
I
7.
delayed because I knew who's next.
Number 7 is
All
our
right,
boy
Roy
Roy.
mute. Roy mute. Roy
No,
mute.
no.
Fuck them kids. If there's one thing I don't agree with, it's fucking kids. That should be on Terra, but it's fucking Sly.
Yeah, no. It works for both of us.
It works for both of them. Let's get into Roy's team. Essential rules. You're not missing an important typing except electric, and it doesn't matter here. So that's good. Speed tiers. You have 130, 110, 100, 96. You have a speed cap between 96 and 78, which kind of sucks. Could fix that, but it's fine.
Does kind of suck, but yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah. And then it's 75 to 60 to 20, which Clodcire and maybe the Decidueye are your only monsters to stop you getting Trick Room swept.
But they're fine. Like for it, it's not the end of the world. I think.
Yeah, but Reuniclus fucks you.
I've got plans for Uniclus. I've got plans. I have plans for Uniclus. That one does scare the fuck out of me. I do respect that one.
He's gonna throw Chi-Yu and hope for the best, and then he's gonna get.
I would say this
Calm Mind
flying types are a slight problem as well.
Yeah, because you only have one resist, and that's Arrow.
Yeah, which is not a
God.
resist.
Oh god.
Yeah. Then we
Okay, that was
have
crazy.
your hazard setting, which you have one of the best hazard setters in the game, aka Clodcire. And then you have
The kill leader.
You have two solid backups in Miltank and Arrow, which is pretty fucking fine. And for removal, you have 4 defoggers, which reliably only 2 will run defog, and you have 1 very good spinner.
We discussed this when we were looking at my when I let you rank my team, because I actually rank, because I'll say for context, Ben did the rank of my team. I did not rank my team. If I rank my team, I'd probably rank it lower than Ben did.
Yeah.
So I think it's an alright team. I think it's average. I agree with Ben. Like my defog looks better than it does on paper. Immediately, it looks great, but Arrow's not really running it. Mega Sizzle can run it. I don't know if I want to run it all the time. Decidueye can run it. I actually don't hate Decidueye running it with Terra. Decidueye, Hisui, and Blast was on my Terras, by the way. That's why Blastoise was first pick. But yeah, like I think the hazard removal's all right. Like Pivoting's decent as well. I've got 2 flip turners. I've got 2 U-turners. I prefer it to be better than this. Obviously, I've got a jetpack overheat, but like save that sauce for like next season. Sorry. I had to.
I
All
hear a
right, we'll go
jetpack
to
come out your mouth one more time. Okay, anyways, continue.
a jetpack.
Anyways, that's the essential rules for Roy. They are very, very, very solid.
They're solid. They're just
This
Nothing
whole
wrong
team
with
is
it.
just solid,
Nothing
which
cheap.
kind of says how bad on paper a lot of these teams are. Where my whole team is solid and it's like 7th.
Yeah. Breaking
That's
power.
just alright.
Physically, we have Mega Scizor, Decidueye,
Because
and
this is
Arrow.
alright. Sometimes Arrow.
Mimikyu
Sometimes Arrow.
only if it has a sword stance up, and even then
Oh, I
it's
didn't see
still
Mimikyu.
kind of underwhelming.
Mimikyu isn't Terra, right?
No, it's not. I changed. So basically, it was going to be Terra, and then I
Blastoise
went
and
with Decidueye
Decidueye.
Hisui. I will say this, but
Unfortunate, but Mimikyu will be
depending
fine.
if I don't bring Decidueye Hisui much until week 5, I may drop it and then Terra back on Mimikyu. Looking at some of the teams, but that's another thing.
Mimikyu will be fine though because I mean you essentially
I
get
mean,
free swords and stuff. So
I will say this: Mimikyu is my kill leader at the moment.
yeah, it could win you late games like if you just play it right. So you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'd also say Blastoise can run physical sets too with Shell Smash.
Yeah. And then we have Latios Chiyu, which is enough. Then you even have to Shell Smash Blastoise.
Yeah. Like, this is like a alright breaking power. Honestly, this is actually better than most. Normally, my breaking power is very bad, so I'll take this. Like,
6.5. I mean, yeah, Lati and Chiyu carry a lot for
Yeah.
sure. Then Blastoise with a Shell Smash, Terra is pretty
Yeah.
special side. You're really covered.
I just need to actually use Chiyu correctly. That's what I gotta start doing.
Just click fucking choice, bro. It's fine.
Yeah. After
Oh,
support,
we'll
you got 2 good knockoffers, 3 good taunters. You have
Yeah.
Heal Bell. You don't have Wish, but you don't need Wish.
Mhm.
Except
Yeah,
for
Well, I would
like
like
for
Wish, actually.
Blastoise.
Yeah,
Maybe,
like, just we discussed it. It gets live too, but live too ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Pivoting's okay.
Pivoting is okay.
Yeah.
Upgrade.
I wish it was
And then
better.
the
Like,
what
I will want a jetpack Latios at some point, but we move.
I'm gonna slap you with my cock, bro.
And
Oh, welcome it. Being serious, Latios has flip turn as well, which helps. It's not on the dock, but
and we have some good hazard support because Clodsire is one of the goats when it comes to hazards.
Yeah, but I don't know. The way I see it is just I don't know. Just because I feel
right.
taking Arrow are just super niche.
I will tell you this. I get what you mean, but Miltank is a very good supportive mon. Miltank is underrated.
Yeah,
Miltank is a mon I know.
It is.
And Arrow's actually a good lead Pokemon because it taunts away other leads and sets up its rocks.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying they're not. What I'm saying is that they're niche.
Yeah,
like if
niche.
you had like one more solid like setter, it'd be better.
I disagree. I agree and disagree. Like, I counter that Miltank is not niche. I think Miltank is a very good one. Arrow is niche, but honestly, I love Arrow for this team because it gave me speed. It gave me a lead that I'm gonna bring quite often as well. I didn't draft it for like the flying resist. I'll be bluntly honest because it's not a resist, but I mostly got it for its speed and hazard setting. I think it works for that.
It works, but like if we're speaking like on paper, then on paper it's still like,
Yeah. And then we get into the problem solving, which is probably the worst part about Roy's team because the versatility is really lacking here.
Yeah. Which I kind of hate, but we move.
She's pretty one note.
Chiyu is very one note.
Lati, I guess.
Latios can do different stuff. Arrow has varieties of lead sets, but it's not doing anything particularly out of the norm. Miltank has some variety, but not a lot. Mimikyu is doing sweep, or it's got some, like, for example, this week I bought red card disguise. So like week 1, so it can top sweeps. Blastoise is very versatile, I'd argue, especially with Terra.
Yeah.
Mega Scizor it's basically being nuke or basically being defensive. The Decidueye Hisui has in theory some sets, but again, it's supposed to do the same things. Clodsire is doing Clod things. Like, Clodsire was drafted to be unaware.
Yeah. One thing to mention though, you are overrating Red Carrot Mimikyu again. It's a niche set. It's not coming as often.
No, I will say this: it's definitely something I will consider for matches, especially if there is a setup sweeper that could fuck me. I think it's, I argue it's one of its better sets, and hey, I can bring offensive with the red card.
Yeah, but that's Roy's team, number 7.
What won't Roy glaze?
Roy loves glazing. Hey. Roy glazed his team a lot here, being real.
No, I didn't. I called it. I said it was average.
Yeah, but
anyways,
the things in the details, you glazed it.
Number 6.
Yeah, I don't draft ones I hate.
Number 6, we have the guy who drafted Mega Glalie round 1.
No, regular Glalie round 1. No, we did draft Mega Glalie round 1.
Yeah, Mega Glalie round 1. And even in 2018, he was already a hater of my Bayonet picks. It's Terabyte.
I mean, in fairness, Mega Bayonet was absolute dog ass back then.
It was pretty ass back then, but it's very good now. But let's get into Terabyte. Essential roles. The only two important types he's missing is Grass and Fighting. He doesn't necessarily need a Fighting type. It would be good for another Rock Resist, maybe. And Grass isn't necessary because he's not weak to Ground, for example.
So he doesn't need to touch Grass.
Yeah. Speed tiers. We have 200.
Ben, what is his Terras again? Is it Reggie Draco and...
It's Reggie Draco and...
Claydol?
Gyarados.
Gyarados, okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Speed tiers. We have 200, 110, 100, 92, 80, 81, 80, 80, 75, 61, 60, and 50. Which are decent speed tiers. Like, they're pretty fucking decent.
They're fine. Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, they work. Pretty good.
Hazard setting is a little dire.
Setting and removal is kind of cringe.
I'd argue if he's forced to bring one of these mons quite often, he has good spikes.
Yeah, he's... So, for all the people who don't know why Terabyte drafted Glalie round 1, me and him had a bet last season. He has to make at least playoffs or draft Glalie round 1 and bring it at least in 75% of his games. There you go. He will have a spiker almost every game.
He is forced to bring Glalie pretty often, so yes. It got a kill for week 1.
But he's allowed to bring it Moody versus Ben.
Yeah, but he doesn't play me unless he gets into playoffs with this team. And I actually did playoffs as well.
We will get into why I love this team in like problem solving because I get what his plan is.
Yeah,
I love it.
And hazard setting is okay. He's forcing rocks a lot on Clef because Claydol's not coming every week, and Gladly's going to run spikes every time it comes. So.
I want to take a moment to say fuck him for stealing Clef. I wanted Clef badly because I really wanted Unaware Clef, and it supported the team a lot. This bastard took it.
Yeah, but then your hazards would have been worse because he didn't have Clodsire.
I would have gone a different mode with my team if I got Clef, to be fair, but yeah, you're not wrong.
Then we have the removal, which is it's okay. Like Regieleki and Claydol are actually pretty good spinners. Volcarona Defog is kind of it's a myth, but it exists.
It is a myth.
Yeah. I don't actually. I don't hate it, but yeah, the hazard removal is quite bad.
Yeah, like the hazard setting and hazard removal is why this team's essential roles aren't higher. Because the speed tiers and the typings are filled up pretty well, actually. Then we get into breaking power, which they have physically, they have low kicks. They have Terra Gyarados, they have Terra Regidraco.
3 Terra low kicks, bro. The motherfucker didn't do anything wrong.
And they have Celesteela. Especially
allowing a fucking Terra guard, bro. Let us Terra low kicks.
I would say this Regieleki sort of with Transistor, and Zoroark Kasui does get Sword Dance.
Yeah. And then we have Regieleki, Zoroark Kasui, Volcarona, Regidraco with Terra, and Celesteela. And even some Clef sets. Like, he has some good setup offense. He doesn't have, like, great immediate offense, except for, like, Gyarados and Volcarona and Zoroark. But
I'd argue Regidraco can hit fucking like a nuke, even without setup.
Yeah, because of Dragon Maw, yeah. But the Terra captains are really good for his offense here, because Terra Regidraco can go special or physical very easily and pull out very high damage numbers, and Gyarados is a very amazing Terra captain.
Yeah.
Support
Terra
is
ground, Terra grass, Terra flying.
Yeah, support is hard carried by Clef. Being real.
And Glalie,
Yeah.
baby.
We have
Explosions, pivot.
we have some good taunt mons. We have some decent knockoff mons. We have actually pretty decent momentum support. And then we have obviously Clef, which is a Wish Passer, a Heal Beller, and Wish Pass on this team is very fucking good, considering Celesteela and Claydol don't get reliable recovery.
I'll tell you another bit of support as well on this team, and I'll tell you, it's one specific mon that I think really works well with how this team's set up. Sora Kasui. Because if you look at his team, you have a lot of mons you have to immediately be prepared for. Reggie Draco, Reggie Alecki, Reggie Volcarona, Terra Gyarados. A lot of mons where you have a specific answer to those mons. Sora being there can play so many mind games and predictions and support those mons to set up. Because they might go like, oh, it might be Sora Kasui, or they go, oh, it might be this mon, and they have to play in a certain way.
Yeah, and
that's just Zora Kasui in general.
Yeah, and while we are Zora Kasui, it is a very good problem solver for this team, just because of one, the mind games, and second, it has sword stance and special attacking sets. Reggie Draco and Reggie Alecki both have physical and special sets. Clef is a very good problem solver. It can run Calm Mind Store, it can run Cosmic Power, it can run just general support, it can run Life Orb with Magic Guard. Celesteela has a shit ton of different sets, like holy fucking shit.
Yeah. Celsius is so good.
And even like Gyarados with Terra can run some special tech. Because its move pool is pretty good specially.
I think you're cooking a bit there, but you can run defensive as well, like with Terra. And Glalie has 80 across the board, so it can run physical or special, guys.
Yeah. Glalie is a threat. And Terra says let the stall come so my various wall breakers can destroy it. To number 5, which is Star Maiden. And Star Maiden says, I could probably kick Envy's ass, but Typhlosion would just erupt on me.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
With pinging until they banned. Yeah, shout out Aaron.
Let's get into the essential roles. There's one important typing missing, which is Ghost, which is pretty fine actually, because you have 3 normal resists and 1, 2, 3 fighting resists, which are all pretty decent. Although Swallow will not be coming that often, Illumise will not come that often, and a lot of fighting types get Ice Punch, so it's actually worse than it looks.
Let's be fair, Shaman Sky has a defense of 75, so close combats are still hitting hard from certain mons. So really, they are fighting weak.
Yeah. They are pretty fighting weak, yeah.
They're Terras. Is it Terra Mienshao and Terra Diggersby?
It's Diggersby Diancie.
Diancie's a fun one. I like Diancie's Terra.
Let's get into the speed tiers. 127, 119, 105, 100, 86, 85, 78, 78, 55, 50, and 40. You have a speed cap between 78 and 55, a speed cap between 86 and 100, and the 105 to 119 speed caps, which are all kind of crucial speed caps, but your team will be able to deal with them somehow. The hazards on this team are great. Regular Diancie sets up hazards greatly. Diggersby gets spikes. Rachi has rocks. And even like Probopass, when it comes, it will probably also have the rocks on its set.
I will say this as well. Does it get rocks now? I feel like it doesn't. Because I know Spikes was the new addition.
It does not, because Diggersby, I've looked at Diggersby, does not get rocks as far as I know. It gets spikes though.
Yeah. The removal is fine. I think it's decent. Like, Illumise, if you're bringing it, you're probably not bringing it defog anyway. You're probably bringing it for basically prankster support.
Yep.
But Rose Heat and like Rapid Spin, like Mega Blasters are good removers. They're not bad. You're probably going to bring one of them to each match.
It works. Like, the essential rules are solid. Ghost type weakness is obviously pretty... Like, not the Ghost type weakness, the fighting type weakness is obviously pretty bad. And the removal could be better. Some of the speed tiers need fixing, but it's good. Not great, good. Breaking power. We have physically Roaring Moon, Mienshao, Diggersby, especially. We have Shaman Sky. We have Rachi for both sides, actually. Rotom for special. Mega Blastoise for special. And Diancie also for both sides.
Yeah, I mean, some of them need setup, but I feel like the ones that are really good are really good.
Yeah, some of them need setup. But the ones that are powerful out of the bat are pretty powerful out of the bat. Like Diggersby with Terra is a fucking nuke. Roaring Moon and Mienshao are great physical attackers, and especially Mega Blastoise, even without investment, hits hard because of Mega Launcher moves. And Shaman Sky is Shaman Sky. Like if you get a Seed Flare special defense drop, even some checks will not.
You're boned.
Check it.
You're boned.
Like Emilio.
Yeah, it's solid.
Yeah. If there was one more great special attacker that was like great out of the bat, that's not Mega Blast, so it would probably be better, but it's good the way it is.
It's fine, yeah.
Support?
There's a Rachi.
We have Rachi with wish passing.
Rachi,
we have Heal Bell on the Diancie. We have good knockoff and taunts. We have a lot of momentum support.
Yeah, momentum support's really good.
Yeah. And
they even have Prankster Limuse, which Aaron loves.
Yeah. We might have actually underrated this team a little bit in support. But
yeah, I agree.
It's fine. I'm sure Startmania will appreciate his top 5 ranking.
Yeah, it's still a top 5 ranking. Like, it's not like this team is bad. This team is pretty fucking good and will make playoffs, even semifinals, probably.
We'll just swap you from the people later on. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone German, I don't know.
Someone German. Yeah. And even the hazard support is pretty good on this team. And then it's problem solving, which you have Shaman Sky, which has actual physical sets as well, special sets. Rachi and Diancie, which are very, very versatile Pokemon. Like, they carry... Like, having 3 Pixies on this team really gives you the versatility you need. And then you have some other mons who can run differences, like Mega Blastoise has offensive sets, defensive sets, and some just annoying sets. Then Diggersby can be Sword Sense, Agility, Choice Band, Life Orb, but has Quick Attack, Fake Out sets, can U-turn out all the time, it's pretty strong. And with Terra, it's very fucking annoying.
Yep.
And then even Mienshao is pretty versatile because a lot of people tend to forget Mienshao has a passable special attack set at 95 and gets Calm Mind.
I guess.
It's an option. Yeah. It's an option. Like, its special move pool is not that good, but it's an option if you cannot break something somehow with your other special attackers. If it was Terra, it would be more viable, especially, but it is technically there.
I think you're cooking a bit there.
Yeah, I'm cooking a little bit here, but
I can add Swallow, Stuffed Cheeks, Body Press.
Okay, that's cooking too much. You're burning the stove.
Like Swallow
is a legit one.
Sometimes you guys will just say things like sets, and I'll just be like, "That's like I feel like I really do need a voice of I need Aaron here, bro." This is just like special Mienshao. Like, what are you?
If you got one more special move, like being real, its coverage is pretty bad. It's just Aura Sphere, Focus Blast, and Grass Knot. With Terra Blast, it would be viable.
No, my set was actually legit. Ben is on crack. Emilio, can I just say, it's right. We'll give you 5 minutes to think it through, and then you can pick them on with Aqua Jet.
Star Maiden. Actually, you know what? Star Maiden, you bring special fucking Mienshao this season. I'll personally PayPal you $5.
You heard it here first.
I was expecting him to say personally suck your dick, but okay.
Off to number 4, which is J Fucka.
Sir, a mummy is a dead. Mummy issues and daddy issues. Sir, a mummy is a dead person wrapped in cloth. Yeah, come on, Roy. What the fuck?
So,
listen, a mummy is Rhea Ripley.
True.
I have no reference. I'm white and not old enough to drink. Nice, man.
Anyway,
And he took over Sully's league.
essential roles. You're missing 2 pretty important typings in Ghost, which is passable for you because you resist normal pretty well and fighting decently.
Yeah.
And the one big gripe I have is they don't have a poison type. But if you look at their mons, Terrapagos is going to be boots a lot. Metagross doesn't care. Tinkaton doesn't care. You have 2 levitators, a flying mon. So the only mons that are really affected by the toxic spikes most of the time are Wigglytuff, which will just not combat often, Ogerpon, Heartflame, and Palafin.
Wait, I just love how this team looks. Hold on.
This team
Why
looks
does this
great.
team look
Yeah.
so cool? It looks cool. There's just a lot of cool shit on here. What are the Terra Captains?
Metagross and Vikavolt, which are great Terra captains.
Oh, that's fucking...
Yeah,
this
they're
team is just so-
really good. This team
team is
slaps.
cool.
And speed tiers. 110 is the high speed tier. You would like a Pokemon above 110. Then you have 100, 98, 95, 94, 85, 70, and then you have a speed gap between 70 and 45, which is okay, but you would probably want to fill it somehow.
Yeah. What the fuck? Everything looks goddamn Stealth Rocks.
Yeah, this team is like give one of your Stealth Rockers to the other team that didn't have rocks.
Get them Wigglytuff.
Give your stealth give one of your Stealth Rockers to EQ of 1. He needs a Stealth Rocker badly.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like even
Plus, they
Spikes
also
and
have
T-Spikes, you have
Spikes.
Gliscor, which is one of the best hazard setters in the game. Then there's Holger, which can set spikes if it wants, and a lot of Stealth Rockers, which will run Stealth Rocks.
Yeah, so hazards are really good.
Removal's decent.
Removal's decent. You have
Yeah, it's okay.
Gliscor, which is a good defogger, but it doesn't like running defog that much because it removes its own hazards. Terrapagos loves using Rapid Spin, and Hydreigon is a good backup defogger.
Yeah, so they're fine. They're passable.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I would fill some of the speed gaps and just maybe get a just fix a little bit of the removal, and then it's even.
You
higher
get one
in
more
essentials.
spinner.
Yeah, one more spinner,
One more spin.
or one great
Backup spinner.
defogger.
But yeah, I'd low-key rate this a little higher, but like it's fine. It's
Then we have essential roles, which not essential, breaking power.
breaking power.
We have Ogerpon,
There's a
Heartflame, Palafin, Metagross physically. Especially we have Hydreigon, Terrapagos, and Palafin again.
Yep.
Plus Vikavolt with Terra is a fucking nuke.
Yep.
Yeah, I like how you said it like Roy right there. You said
Yeah.
nuke just like how Roy says.
Amelia, why are you mocking me? That's very mean. That's not cash money of you.
It's not very beans and toast of me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but the 2 Terra
That's a very
captains are
Taco Bell
very
of you.
great Terra captains. Terra Metagross loves weakness policy agility sets, which will just run through teams. Terra Vikavolt is like it's great because the only the only thing Vikavolt is missing to be a great Pokemon is some coverage, and Terra Blast gives it that coverage. And you have Palafin, one of the
even
most
then,
versatile offensive
110 top speed doesn't even it matters, but like Vikavolt being as good as it is and being a Terra captain, he's gonna bring webs like semi often. So like it helps.
Yeah, it's definitely that comes into support, but you're definitely not wrong.
Yeah, you have some niche
Yeah.
offensive sets like Dragon Dance Hydreigon, Sword Stance Gliscor, Sword Stance Tinkaton, competitive Wigglytuff. That's cooking too much.
Let's fucking
You
go.
are you are on crack again. Boomburst, Choice Specs, Palafin.
Breaking power is very amazing. Then we have support, which
That's
is
very bad.
hazard support is great. Knockoff and taunt support is great. Momentum support could be a little better, just a little bit. It's pretty good still.
But you have slow pivots as well.
But your best
Yeah.
support, pure support mon being Wigglytuff, that's kind of fucked.
I mean,
I'd
Tinkaton
argue it.
supports you as well.
Okay,
Tinkaton just doesn't-
I'd argue
Yeah.
Tinkaton is a support mon, not an offensive mon. So I'd argue their best support mon is Tinkaton. Their backup support mon is Wigglytuff.
like T-Wave Encore fucking Stealth Rocks, you knock off,
Taunt.
like Taunt, this thing's good. Wait, does it get taunt? I don't think it gets taunt.
Tinkaton
Is it?
doesn't get taunt, it only gets knockoff.
But it
it's still
also
good.
gets like Mold Breaker, T-Wave for a Goldengo.
Goldango.
Yeah.
It gets
Good
But
support.
that's probably the worst part about this team, the support. Because, like, the rocks and momentum support are pretty fucking good. But
why do I love this team so much, though?
every
Oh
other
my
support
God,
is
hold
kind
on.
of eh.
I fucking
no.
love
When I
this
was talking about Joe fucking make this, I was like, I love this team. Is fucking great.
Bro, this team is so
Like
fucking
we
cool.
had, he ended up with Wigglytuff because he had points left over. We were just like, no, we're just drafting good shit, and then we worry about the points later.
Nah, it's so real. Yeah, this team is so cool. All right, anyways, but yeah.
Yeah, Riptide had the same plan as well. That's why I loved his team, and like it'll be fair. On to problem solving.
Yeah.
This Palafin can do multiple sets. Hydrate,
And
yeah.
Terrapagos.
Sully, by the way, we were in the chat with Sully. Sully fucking hates Palafin. We were like, Sully, wake up, you bitch.
Palafin, Hydreigon,
Yeah.
and even Metagross is a problem solver on this team because Metagross's special move pool is great. And with Terra, it can use it well because Weakness Policy is easier to proc.
Yeah. And also, it has in basically the new gen, it has got its move updated as well. It's got quite a few new moves as well.
Yeah.
Give it shift gear.
Yeah. Game Freak, stop being pussies, give it shift gear.
Do not give a shift gear, get banned. But I will say this: Gliscor could also run Swords Dance.
Yeah. Tinkaton can run Sword Stand. Terrapagos can run defensive sets even if it wants to, but it's going to be offensive probably most of the time.
Terrapagos could run defense called Body Press.
Yeah. But
which I beat Emilio with.
No, you didn't.
I did actually. I won that game.
When?
I had defense called Terrapagos.
Wait, when? When have I
It was
fought
a
you
while
when
back.
you drafted? When have I fought you when you've drafted Terrapagos?
I can't remember what it was, but I definitely beat you with defense called Terrapagos.
Anyway, before we get
I've never
more
fought
into
you
defense
with
called Terrapagos,
I've
number 4,
never-
J Fuck Up, and number 3 is Blast and Dash Fury.
Oh, this guy is a sick fucking logo. The fucking T-Tart. Oh, God.
Yeah.
And that duck emoji's cool.
Yeah, that duck emoji is fucking cool.
Fucking aura. Happy as a pig on fire?
Yeah.
Precisely.
Typings. You're missing normal and ghost. Normal would be pretty good because your only ghost resist is meow.
Yeah.
Ghost is not that necessary because you have Melmetal, which will resist any like normal type move. Because if there's a special normal type, you just slap AB on it.
Yeah.
And then
you're
not weak to fighting.
And then Porygon C brings Terra Fighting goes.
So when it comes to speed gaps, I mean, it's really just like between 180, maybe like a 90 mon, and then like 80 to 60.
Yeah. There's like you like a 90 mon and you like a 70 mon somewhere. But this team obviously went for the thing Hamburger likes to do. Just get a shit ton of high tier mons.
Just get good Pokemon.
Yeah.
I think that's what you mean. You just good Pokemon. Oh wait, no, there's a Keldeo on it. Fuck, I'm sorry.
You have two very good removers, and
we know you love My Little Pony. Calm down, it's fine.
We have two very good removers in Zapdos and Donphan, and Altario's a good backup because it can run defog pretty well. Hazard setting is a little eh. You would probably want one more good rocker here, though.
Yeah, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine-ish.
Yeah. The Terras here are Mesprit and Lapras, by the way.
Oh, never mind. Those kind of suck.
No. I actually would counter Mesprit is actually kind of good. Like, I don't think it's amazing or anything, but also, actually, no. Lapras, I 6-0'd someone with Terra Lapras.
Yeah, Roy, we know. You love your low-tier weird Pokemon.
Listen, Mirror Herb, Terra Lapras is a goated set.
Anyways, Ben, can we go to Breaking Power?
Yeah, we're going to Breaking Power before Roy
I will
keeps
point out
babbling on.
Mesprit is a good Terra.
Breaking Power, like, so Meow breaks, Moth breaks, Keldeo, as much as I fucking hate the thing, it does break. You know, it's ugly, but who cares?
Zapdos break, Altaria breaks on both sides. Mesprit can break on both sides with Terra.
So
Yeah.
with Terra, yeah, sure. And then Lapras is like
Donphan and Melmetal also break.
Lapras can bake them on in 3
Melmetal
turns.
definitely. Donphan is like I guess matchup to matchup, right?
Yeah.
Chips.
No. Oh, also, I will say this: Mesprit does get mystical power, which is basically like Torch Song.
Yep.
So it
Yeah,
can
so-
snowball.
Yes, Roy. Yes.
I'm actually being serious. Fuck you.
Yes, Roy.
No,
Yeah,
the
no, of
mystical
course.
power set is actually pretty good.
I know. I
Yeah.
just like being
Thank you,
mean.
man.
Anyways, yes, Roy. Yes, Roy.
Yeah, but the breaking power is very good.
Emilio, this is why Smollow is my favorite.
Hey yo, don't talk to my son like that.
Son,
Oh
you're trying to fuck him on a regular basis.
Anyway, support. Meowth's Grata is it's okay support. It has knockoff support, it's spike support. It's got good coverage, it's pivot support.
Yeah, we have knockoffs,
Moth
we
as
have
well.
taunt, we have 2 heal Belmont, we have a lot of momentum support, which is pretty good on this team.
A lot of pivoting.
We don't have a Wish Pokemon here, which would be pretty good because Donphan and Melmetal appreciated with Wish a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
especially Melmetal for sure.
And Mesprit. Mesprit doesn't get recovery either.
Yeah, true. Like defensive Mesprit sets are viable with Terra. I actually do rate Mesprit with Terra. Lapras not that much, but Mesprit I rate with Terra.
Mesprit is basically like Uxie with Terra, but a bit less good, but can do more offensive stuff.
Uxie better. Anyways, but yeah,
Yeah.
man. It's got some. It's just got some options. I feel like Mega Altaria is very good defensively. Not defensively. I think supporting wise, it heals bells. I like it.
Yeah, the only
Has
thing
like Perish traps.
Yeah, the only thing you would appreciate here is a Wish Passer. If you like rearrange a few things, you could probably get a good Wish Passer from Metal and Donphan.
Mm.
And then to problem solve.
Kangaskhan's available.
I love Mega Altaria as a problem solver. It's so versatile.
Mega Alt, Terra Mesprit, and Meow are very good problem solvers for this team.
For sure. Even Zapdos will kind of Melmetal as well, actually.
Yeah.
Got a lot of
And
sets.
you gotta remember, Keldeo is a better design than Morpeko.
It is not.
Oh, Keldeo's fucking hideous. No, it is not.
I'm gonna be real. I don't like Morpeko that much, but Morpeko is better designed than Keldeo.
But being serious, Zapdos is quite versatile as well.
Yeah. Emilio mentioned that.
I didn't listen to him.
It's okay, we'll get you to
also...
bed soon.
Fuck you, I'll put you to bed. Lapras is also quite versatile as well, and actually can do a very variety of problem solving with Terra.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Lapras is good. I will stand by on this. Lapras is good.
Of course, right? Yes.
Let's get into the number 2 team because Blast and Dash is
Emilio, I will throat punch you.
And
oh my
number
God.
3 is
it's Ben.
It's me.
How is this?
I
calling me a femboy? Or for the
Yes.
org? Literally, Yubi, don't know what you're on about. That's your name, though. I hate you. Oh, God.
Dude,
and Hatch is a win card.
Roy, fuck you.
I thought my quotes were very good. Me, I'm going to another country is a bad idea. I might colonize it. Dude, I'm
So
German.
racist
What
for
do you
me,
mean?
Right? That's what a racist says.
These quotes were fucking great.
Yeah.
The best part, I didn't even have to scroll. I didn't have to scroll far to find these. These quotes were just fucking easy.
Let me take the lead on this hoe.
By the way,
all right,
before I say anything, this team was not ranked by me. Roy completely ranked this team.
Yeah, I actually rate this team very highly. All right, Emilio, you can speak for once.
Get you to bed soon.
Anyway.
God. Anyways,
Right.
yo, when it comes to what typings Ben is missing, I mean, he's only missing an ice and a bug type, which, of course, are not pivotal roles to have in a team. He's got main types that he does need, and you know what? They're all pretty decent. So we're going to give him a pass on that. Very nice. Speed tiers.
What is this voice?
It's my announcer voice. God, it's my soothing voice.
I prefer your regular voice.
Go to bed. Jesus. 130 to 106, 95 to 90, 85 to 81, 69 to 60, 60, 50. The speed tiers are alright.
The only big gap is
106
to 106, yeah.
130 to 106 would be pretty nice. 69 is basically 70, so it's like, who cares, right? So
I would also say On Gorgeist, it can also fairy speed though, just to clarify. But yeah,
The hell did he just say?
Gorgeist will fairy speed.
Gorgeist has different
Oh.
speeds according to its form. Like,
Oh, does it?
yeah, like the large form has 70,
Oh, really?
and there's some that are faster, some that are slower.
I suppose.
We'll teach
We
you one
gotta
day,
do-
Emilio.
Yeah, we will teach. We
I'm
can
just
teach you a bit
gonna-
about Gorgeist later, though.
I'm gonna ignore him. Anyways, Stealth Rockers. You got Komodo, Treads, Glimmet, and Arcanine Hisui. Actually rate Glimmet, but it's not coming every time. So, but it's still there. Realistically, it'll most likely be Treads often, Komodo sometimes, and Arcanine probably never. But
I would argue on this team, Como is one more like to run Stealth Rocks personally, in my opinion, out of all four of them.
we're gonna ignore everything that we're
No, I'm being serious here because I think Iron Treads likes being offensive on this team. Same way Arcanine does.
I mean, it is in an E-Terrain team, so I could see that. But like, come on. I mean, it just varies week to week. Like,
I will say
Tread-
also though as well, the hazard
Hello?
removal is quite bad.
I was getting to that 100% because his only defogger is Coco, and that's just gonna remove his E-Train, so obviously bad. And then his only spinner is Treads, which is like good, but it's just Treads. So
And you hate that on an
Removal.
E-Terrain team because you want other removal with Treads.
yeah, so it's definitely a lot lackluster. Yeah, that's where to me that's probably worth knocking him to. But his essential roles are still pretty locked down, so I can.
What do you think of
respect this.
breaking power?
Actually, no. All right, look at it. He's also very earthquake weak.
He
he
is
got a
quite
P2.
a big week.
P2 will like knock off or like
I also have
Shake off
Gorgeist,
most
which
hit.
easily takes ground type moves, by the way.
Oh, his
It's still a-
terrors are
I mean-
Arcanine Hisui and Arcanine Galar.
don't get me wrong. I see the Gorgeist, but it's also just like Gorgeist isn't coming. I mean, maybe Gorgeist will come more than I think. But
Gorgeist
like,
is better
Earthquake-
than you think it is.
a lot of mods are apparently better than I think it is apparent to you guys. But whatever. It's against the point. Whatever. Small weakness, but Ben's got a super offensive team. He'll figure it out. Well, it's pretty balanced, but whatever.
Okay, let's go
Breaking
to breaking power.
Yeah. Coco breaks. I mean, Treads and fucking terrain breaks. Articuno Galar is Terra, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Terra. So it's actually really good. I actually really like it. I rate it. I want to draft it myself one day. And then Arcanine Hisui, Terra Rock Head Smash, just choice men, no switch-ins. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, the thing's just a fucking nuke. Genuinely. Kamo I find very underwhelming, but like if you set it up, you can get going. That's just me. That's just my personal gripe with it.
You're not using it right.
That's what, of course. Even Callum said it himself. So, fuck you. Milotic with their competitive boost, pretty damaging. Gorgeist, does it get Poltergeist?
Yes.
Yes.
Poltergeist Power Whip.
Poltergeist Power Whip. I mean, it'll definitely chunk.
Does it get
And
Soul
then
Stand?
P2,
Does
P2
not.
after,
No. Okay. Sorry, carry on with that.
and then like P2 after a download boost can also do some damage. Glimmet, whatever. Muck.
Glimmet can one shot Lion Bundle. 105 is not to fuck with from 1 pointer.
Gorgeist
Anyways,
gets nasty
to break-
plot, but not swords.
It's 58 special attack. Let's fucking go. Anyways, yeah, I like the team. Offensively, it's just super solid. I think
I would say this as well. If I will say this as well, and it's very niche and unlikely to come up, but if there's ever a game where they're very weak, especially Arcanine can run Burn Up, Terrafire as well. Choice specs.
does it actually get burned up? I
Yeah,
thought
it
it was
does.
like
It definitely gets Burn Up. Yeah,
I don't know if the
I've seen
Hisuian
people
one
run
gets
it.
it.
No, Hisuian one gets out as well. I think. Double check though.
It does
Yeah.
not.
But yeah,
Damn.
so it's pretty good. I think definitely more physical. It's more threatening physical than it is special. I think Coco with the E-Terrain can kind of break pretty good. Articuno Galar as well. I feel like one, this is maybe just my personal gripe, maybe one more special.
I would say Como is going to do a lot better physics, especially as well, like out of the sweeper ones, because it gets what's its special move that basically boosts all its Omni boosts, and then with Throat
Clanger.
Spray. That's a
Clanger
Clanger
Soul.
Clanger Soul with Throat Spray, that then getting +1 in everything because it's quite bulky, and then also +2 special attack. is quite threatening.
I mean, yeah, it is.
And Arcane Galar is a terrifying sweeper.
Yeah, I rate it. I want to draft it one day myself. But yeah, it's pretty good breaking powder.
But
You
then we're
can-
on to support Emilio. That's next.
Oh, support onto me, baby. So we already talked about the hazard support. It's okay. Okay. Or at least the way I see it. It's okay. When it comes to the hazard support, when it comes to the straight up pivoting, I like Coco just spamming U-turn is just very nice. Articuno Galar as well. And then he's got flip turn plus teleport. So his bulky mons do have a way to get out and get the offensive ones in. And even some of his faster mons. Knock, Alolan Muck is a fucking great knockoff user, so he's fucking shreds. And then he's got alright taunt. Is it? His taunt's alright, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
There's no heal bell. Does he have aromatherapy?
No, I do
Gorgeist,
not.
maybe?
No, Goice doesn't.
No. Okay. And then no wish passer either, but I don't think it's too bad here considering the tanks all get recovery except Muck.
Yeah,
But I don't
Goice gets synthesis as well, and that can be a tank with like certain sets.
because Milo get recover, Porygon 2 recovers. Even shit like Articuno has recover.
and even in some matchups, like Porygon 2 can also trace regen as well and get regen recovery.
See, you're always bringing up the niche things. I mean, okay, you know what? Right, I'm gonna let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, timer's up.
Anyways, oh Jesus Christ. Okay, anyways, it's support's pretty decent. Problem solving.
Notice Emilio took 5 minutes. I'll talk about problem solving because so like Conroe is a fantastic problem solver. It has so many different sets it can do. Arcanine Hisui can be defensive as well with Terra. It's legit. Arcanine Galar is doing most of the same things. Iron Treads is very versatile, like compared to what you think it is. Can be defensive. Coco is reasonably versatile. Milo has the odds like set it can do set. Gorgeist is another very versatile mon because it has 4 different forms it can run and can be tailor made to the matchup. Porygon 2 has 2 different abilities it can run, trace or download. Analytic is another one as well if you really want to get some damage off, where you basically catch things with switch-ins. I honestly do think this team is quite versatile, and Ben will cook some fun stuff up. I think this is a very good team. I do actually rate this team quite highly.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And also, I will say one last thing. Arcanine Hisui is such a good Terramon that people will threaten to kill your characters in D&D for it.
You will say that in every PR, huh?
Yes, I will say that every video because I wanted Arcanine Hisui.
You got blasted. Just calm down.
I am calm. I'm having a bear.
Personally, I think Roy overrated my team a little bit. I think I would have been. My team's like 4th, probably.
I like
4th or
J.
5th.
I like J Focus team more than yours.
J Focus team is better overall, I think, but I do glaze your team. I will glaze you, Ben.
Yeah, I
Thank
would have
you.
put you maybe like a slot or 2 behind, but
Yeah,
it's
same.
still a good team.
This
It's
is
top
this
5.
is definitely a top 5 team for me easily.
Yeah.
And on paper,
then-
it's very strong.
Number 1,
It's Hallex.
Alex.
I
Yeah,
actually wanted to. I wanted to pay tax this team because of the fucking name. Called Skibbity Toilet Shite. Like fuck that. I'm too old for that shite. I do like Alex though.
Hey, why am I getting called out in announcements? He got called out because he demoted from Clodcire to Quagsire.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Let's get into it. Essential rules. Every type but a normal type, and you probably want a normal type, but you have a pretty good ghost resistance crafty actually. But we know a lot
it's not
of
bad.
ghost types these days get a fairy move.
They're also kind of weak to dark types, but they're probably fine.
Yeah,
I mean, one
they
is
get Mega Maul
Shedinja.
while in Scrafty as well. Scrafty's a Terra Captain here, same with Raikou.
Oh, okay. Honestly, Terra Scrafty is actually quite good, so I don't hate that. Raiku's a really good one. Terra Scrafty is good.
Then we get into the speed tiers. 142, 117, 150. Then a drop off to 91. You want a 100 speed tier or 105 speed tier mon, definitely. And then it's a drop off to 72 again, so an 80 speed tier mon would also be good, but the rest is fine.
Honestly, I do like some of quite a few of the slower tier mons. This team does have a trick room mode.
It does kind of, yeah.
Even Orphan could be a threat in trick room.
Not really, but
Well, no. With body press, yes.
Yes, tell us, Roy. Tell us.
Kurt,
Tell us how amazing
or-
Shedinja is. Tell us how amazing Shedinja is.
So Shedinja has this amazing ability that makes you wonder and drop your guards.
Anyways, Ben. Please
Anyways,
Like, dude, that would hurt Emilio's soul, and that's why I said it.
Hazard. You got two very good rockers and one niche rocker in Mega Mawile. Earthwind also sets up spikes pretty good. Toxic spikes from Salazzle are also pretty decent because Salazzle doesn't have enough moves to run anyway, so toxic spikes will be ran sometimes.
I will say this: Orthworm's biggest weakness is it's very much set up fodder sometimes when it's running hazard stacking. So just be careful of that.
Yeah, and then we have okay removal because Rapid Spin on Serena is good. Defog on Lando T is good, but you want a other defogger as well because you don't want to run defog on Lando T all the time.
Yeah.
Something else
As
would
much
be
like
nice.
as much as I rate his team on paper, that is a big flaw of this team.
Yeah. Breaking power though is very, very amazing. Physically, we have Dragapult, we have Lando T, we have Serena, and we have Mega Mawile. Especially, we have Dragapult again, we have Salazzle, we have Raikou, we have Lando T again, and we have Slowking who supports those with future sights.
And even with setup, Dragon Dance Scrafty, Curse Orthworm and Trick Room, Nasty Pot Salazzle, they are very threatening offensively.
Yeah. Terra Raikou's one of the best Terra captains we are allowing this season because Raikou has some good coverage already, and with Terra it's even more threatening. If this thing has one Calm Mind up, you're running into some problems.
Yeah. Do I mention that Shedinja has Source Dance?
No.
Alright, I won't mention it.
Please don't.
And then we get into support for this team, which is it's okay. It's not that good. We have Aromatherapy on Serena. Otherwise, we don't have any heal bellers. We have Slowking who supports in the sense of regen and slow pivoting. Pivoting support in general is decent. Hazard support is okay. A lot of knockoffers and taunters, but support could definitely be better.
I will say this: they do have Trick Room, which does help Mega more well in some matchups, and they do have other ones that can work in Trick Room too.
Yeah, but the only defensive Pokemon that has recovery is Slowking and Serena, technically.
So, like Copium, Grafty does have Rest Shed Tail sets.
Shed Skin, you
Sorry,
mean.
Shed Skin. Shed Skin.
Those work technically, but those you normally run Scrafty with Intimidate. Normally.
Yeah. Normally. I would say this. Most of the time when I run Scrafty, I've run it Shed Skin, but that's because I like Rest Shed Skin.
Yeah. And then we have problem solving, which this team is actually very fucking amazing at, because one, we have Dragapult, which is one of the best problem solvers in the game.
You got Lando.
We got Lando. And then we have some defensive problem solvers like Slowking and Scrafty.
Salazzle.
We have Salazzle, who can solve problems just by clicking Toxic on everything.
Fucking shout out Sub Protect Toxic Flamethrower, baby.
And Shed can also force them to bring certain moves as well.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah, Should Ninja kind of forces people to bring super effective moves against
It's like a prep mon. It's like a prep mon, kind of like Ditto.
Yeah.
It's coming like once a season, if that, on this team. But it's still one you have to respect slightly.
Yeah. But that is our number one team, Mr. Halux. I personally I like some other teams more than Halux's. Now,
I was gonna say that, but like I don't feel like a hater, you know. I didn't rank these.
I think on paper, this is the best team when our roles. But I do think the best team is probably J Fuckers.
Yeah,
Fuckers.
I agree.
I like that team a lot.
But thank you for watching, and I'm tired.
Yes, so am I.
I'm pretty awake actually. I've got bear.
Yeah. We have been the Clodcast. Thank you for going through all of those PRs. A little bit less time than we spent yesterday, but still thank you for watching, and I wish you good luck in this season. Bye.
Don't forget to masturbate.
Don't forget to masturbate.